Welcome back, guys, to the Gamer Saloon Champions League. We are on to week number 6. Only 2 weeks left in the regular season before playoffs. Top 2 get buys in playoffs, and the top 6 make the playoffs entirely. And we're going to go right into the results from last week and where we sit right now on the leaderboards, on the stand-ins for all these teams. But, of course, my sister decided to make a sign, #Giblet. Normally, my webcam doesn't pick it up in, like, any of my scenes, so I decided, hey, we'll throw it here. Baby was born on Friday, right after GamerSaloon Champions League. We actually went to the hospital Thursday night, and baby's been born, so thanks for all the well wishes. And let's move on to the results. So here we go. We got Cosmic versus a really tough team in Getmark. Like, they've been playing amazing lately. Just a few unfortunate events. I feel like Cosmic might have been cheating in the series. And, of course, JamesBot and Carpet, they were just playing really poorly. Their third guy, I can't remember his name, was playing out of his mind. But they couldn't get the win. Cosmic decided to not even bring their normal roster in. They had Rizzo and Quinn with Lachino playing in this one. Still got the 3-0. Quinn Lobdell has been banned from all events going forward. What a potty mouth he had. But no, seriously, Cosmic gets the win. Getmark took the spot from Machina and A because Machina and A disbanded. So Getmark is playing for fun here just so we have 4 games on the each night for you guys. So we're going to have a little bit of fun this week and the following week as well. But we cannot make playoffs, so it'll be top 7 if we're in the top 6, or just the top 6 make playoffs. Next up, we had Momentum versus 2EZ. Now, 2EZ actually beat Momentum in the GamerSaloon Champions League qualifiers for this league in the first round, which made Momentum's road to qualifying a lot harder. But 2EZ could not pull out the win here as Nap, Ostin, and Heroics versus Miho, JNaps, and Tuster on Momentum side. And Momentum got a clean game 1 win, and then games 2 and 3 were pretty close, 1-goal games, but Momentum basically had the control of this series from the start. 2EZ put up a fight, but again, they go down. They have not got a win yet in the GamerSaloon Champions League. They still have a chance for playoffs, though. Now we got Lucky Bounce versus Exodus in the next set, and again, Exodus squeaks it out in 5 games. This is back-to-back weeks for them. Lucky Bounce just can't win that Game 5. They have 3 of their losses have been in Game 5. And they're 1-4 right now in their record. First game they won Lucky Bounce 2-1. The next is battled back with a 3-2. Lucky Bounce came back again 4-2. A lot of people thought, all right, this is it. Flo was subbing in for Moses. Like, Exodus was not looking on top form, and they were facing Darkfire, Hot Wheels Sid, and Geno Cop. Basically the Orbit squad plus Darkfire. But they couldn't pull it out. Exodus, their defense came up big with a 2-0 win, and then the last game just went back and forth, but 4-3 win for Exodus. They remain undefeated in the GamerSaloon Champions League, and with a win tonight versus Get Merc'd, will clinch the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. Next up, they will clinch a top 2 seed, so they'll get a bye into playoffs. They have not clinched number 1 yet, even with a win this week. Then finally, we had Kings of Urban versus Genesis. 3-1 win for Kings of Urban. They had Rizzo subbing in for Fireburner. He also subbed for Cosmic earlier on. Normally I wouldn't allow this, but Cosmic was playing Get Merc'd, so Rizzo MVP this week, getting 2 victories. They came up pretty big. Defensively, Kings of Urban played really well, but Genesis has been having a lot of offensive woes. It was SP on Pluto and Chrome. Genesis only scored 4 goals in the set. They won one of those games with 2 goals in Game 3, but they could not pull out the win. Kings of Urban 3-1. Still have hopes for that top 2 seeds for the bye-in playoffs. And speaking of which, we'll go over to the standings right now. With Exodus at 5-0, they will clinch a top 2 spot with a win this week over Get Merc'd. Then we got Momentum, Cosmic at 4-1, and then Kings of Urban at 3-2. All 3 of those teams are still alive for a top 2 seed, dependent on results this week. Of course, this week we have Momentum versus Cosmic, so that's a big set. But we'll talk about playoff scenarios a little bit later in the show. Then we have Get Merc'd 2-3, but we cannot make playoffs. Genesis, Lucky Bounce are tied at 1-4. Right now, both those teams would make playoffs. But 2EZ is only 1 game back, even though they're 0-5. 2EZ also plays Genesis in the final week of the season, so we could be seeing a playoff matchup there, winner go home scenario. But for now, they are 0-5. Too Easy's been playing decent, though. They still have a chance at playoffs. Don't count them out just yet, and we'll see who makes it. Of course, they're all playing for seeding as well, 3 through 6. They want to get those easier matchups going into the first round of playoffs, too, because it's a single elimination best-of-5 tournament, best-of-7 finals. So we'll be seeing the playoffs coming up in 2 weeks' time. But on that, we will throw it over to JamesBot and Carpet, who will talk a little bit more about what we're going to see tonight. And you'll see me in a bit, getting in my Merc van, polishing those tires or something. I can't say lacing the boots. I don't know. I'll be pushing down on that gas pedal a lot, I guess. But JamesBot and Carpet, please take it away.
Thank you, as always, Gibbs, and congratulations on that little potato. So adorable.
Do you ever stop talking, Gibbs? That was the longest intro video of all time.
Carpet was just resident sleeper. He was like,
the whole time. Trying to make sure I don't miss my cue in.
But yeah, so we guys, you saw it, get merked right now. We're in perfect position to make the playoffs. I still think we should get the spot. So, because obviously we're better than everybody. We're sitting at 2 and 3. We deserve to be there. But, conversation for another time. But we are taking on an undefeated team. Are you ready for this, Carpet?
I mean, you have to remember, we also got good map picks. We're opening up with a great map. I'll let you do the revealing, I should say. And I played with Turtle all day today, and I'm in his head. He's going to see me. He's going to be like, oh, man, that guy carried me to Div 4 champion. I got to be careful,
yeah,
man.
And I mean, Turtle, I don't know if he's watching, but he'll remember the 0-second goal that I had to tie the game in our last game of matchmaking before I left. And then we ended up winning, So with 2 members of Get Merked on the same team, it's going to be rough for Exodus.
Yeah, they're gonna have a really tough time with us. And I think the best reason we're gonna win though is because we banned Quinn Lobdell.
Yeah, that was a critical ban, and that is an all-encompassing ban from everything. This is a permanent ban, so that's going to be quite effective, and it's going to really mess up Exodus, who's banned Neo Tokyo. They missed their chance to ban someone. They decided to ban a map instead. Very poor choice. But you can see here, game 1, we're going to have double goal. And then game 3, Cosmic. Why? I don't know why. Who is picking these maps? Absolutely horrible picks. But we're going to go with it. Double goal in game 1, Manfield in game 2, Cosmic in game 3, Manfield Stormy in game 4, and then, as always, DFH in game 5.
I think double goal is going to be what puts us in lead in the first game. I happen to be very proficient in double goal. I've played it at least 12 times. So I think we're at a good positioning to really take this first game. Honestly, if they were smart, they would have banned me if they had to ban somebody, because I'm going to carry us.
Well, they should have banned, I don't know if they could try to ban the Merc. That might actually get them an instant loss. I'm not sure what the rules are, but yeah, it's just a poor choice. There were so many better options. They could have banned you, which would have crippled our team.
Yeah, no, it would have been a disaster.
Yeah, so poor strategy on Exodus. That's probably going to come back to bite them. It's unbelievable how they're undefeated.
What up, guys? I just came from the chat with Exodus. They are not happy with double goal. This has fallen perfectly into plan for us. We're going to throw them into the chat, though, throughout the entire game and just have some fun with them.
Don't say anything.
All right, so it sounds like they've already become tilted. You can hear
what kind of map is
in their voice. That was Turtle. Those of you who are listening, that was the voice of Turtle. He's clearly tilted.
This is not the real Turtle.
James, if you have to fix any audio on their end, do it quickly, and then we'll start the game.
All right. Well, I already picked a team.
Oh, he's ready to go. James is ready.
All right.
Double goal
Good thing we're on
strats.
the sickest map in the game.
I didn't know this map still existed, honestly.
So this is actually the competitive version of double goal.
No, I'm
Nothing has
actually
changed.
Scared. This could totally go either way.
Yeah, this one is all us. Oh, what a save.
Carpet.
Carpet.
What that tastes like.
Oh my God, he's unstoppable.
It's like a popsicle. That's what I like to hear.
Well, there's
Easy
many
pass.
types of popsicles, actually.
Oh, Carpet making the big saves.
Oh, we're going to the other one.
Yo,
All right.
Oh, we're going to the other one. Field trip, everybody.
I'm curious though, is it the
System.
popsicle you just throw in the freezer that's like juice, or is it
those are
ice cream
great.
filled, or?
Yeah.
We did it.
Nice pass, James.
Hey man, you weren't ready for it.
What is
Not
that
about those
noise?
Hey, James was just on vacation, so,
that's a different horn.
Yeah, what is this horn?
This is
This is called double goal.
this
Are we
is
on
the
the land
that's the
build?
double goal horde.
No land build.
Yeah, line build. Yep.
Yeah, this is the land build. We're all on LogMe and Hamachi on a private network.
Wow, lock me at him. Throwing it back, James. Throwing it back.
James has shown his age.
It's how you get on the private World of Warcraft servers.
So did you guys play these maps against everybody in the game?
We actually have been
Gamers?
practicing this non-stop for the past 4 days.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, but James went on vacation, but that just meant we were practicing on double goal. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all it was.
Same. You gotta put in the work.
Turns out if I'm not in net, no one else can defend.
I mean, you are in net here. This is your save.
What?
That is your save. I'm gonna call it right now, Carvet.
This is why I'm a caster and you're an analyst.
Well, right now, Gibbs is sitting at 0 points. That's concerning.
I have
But-
15. 15 points. What are you talking about?
He's got the goose eggs though. The donuts.
Ooh. Okay, that's a bounce.
That's something. The double goal bounce.
I don't know what it is. It's just something. Who has the
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's-
yeah.
that's-
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh,
What
that's
happened
a
here?
maneuver.
Moses,
That
what
was,
happened?
Oh, let's not talk about this one.
That was good.
We have to talk about it. See,
That's
Moses
what-
had the
Yeah, like-
opportunity to hit the
play.
ball out of the way.
I thought there
But
was
he
one
just-
goal, but apparently there was two. So.
Yeah, it's double the amount of normal goals. Hence
Yeah.
the name.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that. Look at that play.
This
Almost.
is why we're playing double goal.
Tried to get fancy.
Next level mind games from Gibbs. Setting up the long goal.
Oh
To be
my
fair, that was on purpose. He was gonna make the save. I was trying to go
Oh,
middle
shit.
and then hit it again. Not
To
gonna
be
lie,
fair.
but
Garrett trying to
I
go for the
suck.
other goal.
No, you can't switch up
Oh no.
goals like that.
Nice.
misconnection.
Against the rules. Okay.
Once you thanks,
Yeah,
Garrett.
you have
Oh,
to call.
God.
No.
Oh God.
You have to call corner pocket, you know, for each shot. So you got to call your goal before you shoot. Oh, Moses didn't call his goal. So
Yeah, that was
No,
clearly. That
whoops.
was no.
Great goal.
And those
Should they have names?
right and left, I guess.
I'm telling you, we should
work?
have got these guys to
This is a
cast it, or
mind
pros to cast it.
Why didn't that work? Why would I just do that work?
Hey, carpet's hacking.
Oh, what a pass.
Those
That's
dead
right.
balls.
Are we
Those
not
close
in mod mode?
attacks.
Get out of here, Garrett.
So if you guys win this series, you clinch a top 2 spot. So how nervous are you guys facing this tough team of Get
I can
Merc'd?
barely hold my controller right now.
This is so much worse than
Oh,
the
no.
Just those nerves building up.
I'd rather, yeah. The land wasn't even as nearly as hype as this.
Oh, what a block here. Oh, this is
Oh,
scary.
he's coming in.
Oh, wow. What a stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
carpets are mad.
Oh,
Alright, I'm
Moses.
lasering.
Yo,
Laser.
how sore is it
saw
right
you.
now?
I
How
saw
sore
you.
is it?
Oh, what?
Sore.
What?
I gotta save, boys.
I don't know what happened.
I'm Jazer.
I gotta save because I'm literally
No.
a defensive god.
thought you were Jazer. I am Jazer.
I'm the defensive Jazer. Jazer with a D. Jazer.
Teaser? Oh.
I think
No,
Jazer
still,
has
it's
a
like
D.
DH, like Jazer. Dazer?
Dizer.
Deezer.
Dazer. Reeser. What a fake.
Oh!
Oh,
Tee
wow.
off almost worked.
Dude, me and Gibbs are just, we're feeling it today, man.
I was feeling it with Carpet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
sniped.
Teamwork right there.
Oh,
Yo, it's a
yeah.
1 point game. It's a 1 point game.
This is what we like to see.
I'm actually scared. This is horrifying.
I tried to fake, but you know.
They're too good.
Turtle and Espeon cast. What?
Yeah, that would be great.
That's a good
I loved
combo.
Espeon.
Yeah,
cast.
Do I
we
have to kill a
actually-
Cooktier
we
cast?
casted.
That would be great too.
We casted on Pluto's stream and it was actually amazing.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know.
I would be scared for your jobs if I were you guys.
I am. Fortunately, you guys are top players. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a
No.
job.
Anyone gonna go for that? All right, cool. Left go, left go.
I
Change
just
it up.
Oh, I was trying to hit it off you. Wedge it off you. Nice, good play.
No Gibbs.
I'm in Turtle's head though. Me and Turtle
No.
played twos all day today. I'm in his head right now.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, man, I saw what Carpet is capable of.
Oh no, what is this?
I saw what Carpet is capable of. Now I'm terrified. My name's Turtle. I don't know what's going on.
Yes!
What is going
Let's
on?
go.
Hey, Turtle.
And a big
What?
comeback here for Get Merc'd.
How am I
Unbelievable
ha-
play.
Look at how in your head I am. Look at that. You had no idea what to do. You just freaked out.
I thought it was in. What kind of goal size is this?
You can hear just, and you can see it in their play. Exodus tilting uncontrollably as Get Merc'd ties it up here
Good
in
thing
game one.
We have 14 shots.
Yeah, well, I'm on defense, so that's the same as like 2 shots.
Picking?
What'd I
Oh,
say?
wow.
What'd I say?
Oh my goodness. No
Stop taking
boost.
shots on my net, dude. I'm not gonna let it.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
gonna let it happen.
Yeah, there we go. Carpet's just gonna clear it out.
Oh, cap.
Okay.
It does not like in demoed. What we've learned.
Who does?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, Mo.
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Just oh no! Off the crossbar.
What are these bounces?
Yeah, these
hate
goal
life.
sizes need to get revised.
Oh, we're going into
Get it?
overtime.
Alright,
Oh,
here we
no.
go. Overtime.
Get Merc'd.
Can we actually
the
not?
We have 16
Overtime in game one.
I already updated the results for 3-0, so please don't lose, Exodus.
Yo, don't throw it just to make your life easier. I wanna get.
No,
it
I'm
on.
not. I'm not. I'm trying to win this series. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, this could be it.
Guys, learn to play like a caster. That's all I'm saying.
Is that in?
Oh no, it's not.
Oh,
Not
Carpet,
even
get
close.
ready.
This map is so bad.
Well, chosen,
I thought they
man.
took it out of the game.
I honestly thought they did originally when they first made the patch. I thought they were gonna.
Yeah.
But I guess they realized like, why would we remove maps from the game?
This map is amazing. It's all the best players perform well on it.
I actually like. I mean, it's kind of fun. It makes for a really fun dynamic of having the 2 goals, but only in very specific situations is the tough
It also
part.
gives everyone AIDS.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
That was our chance, and you guys
Yeah, I know.
threw
It
it.
was horrible.
I'm gonna be the tilt fest here. You guys threw the game for me.
oh man. Don't quit mid-tournament, please. Please, Carpet.
There it is. Game one.
Game 1
GG.
goes to Get Merc'd.
And now we're gonna have to go back to a
Oh,
normal
that's
map.
fancy looking, Moses.
You like that one?
Yeah, that's fancy.
Alright, we have a lot of shots.
What is that?
Well,
Also, the shots on this
double
map, I
goal,
believe,
they,
are
duplicate, I
yeah,
think.
they did duplicate.
Oh, what? Really?
Because
Yeah, sometimes
it's
you
2
shoot on
shots.
both goals.
1 shot counts as 2.
Huh.
We're not
Sometimes,
playing
not all
this
the
map
time.
again, are we?
No.
This is the
I
next
would never
map.
let that happen on
I'm
accident.
ready for the roundabout one. The one where it goes in like a big dome circle.
We're not doing. We're
No.
not doing that.
That one's
sadly.
called Donut Heaven.
Please don't tell
Yeah.
me. it's toxic.
Retropia.
No, right
Did
now
they
we're
rename
going
it?
to quadruple goal, 4 goals each side.
Wow.
But they're all worth different points and they're different heights and
Oh,
sizes.
thanks the
It's
Actually
the
go
map
into
just
the obstacle
reflected.
That's what I like to see.
It's the map reflected, and there's goals on top, like on the ceiling.
That's good.
Oh God, yes,
That'd
please.
actually be amazing.
That'd be really sick.
Okay.
Get
Oh,
me.
it's
Teamwork.
just-
Oh yes,
Oh, I hit the curve.
helping me. I like that.
Oh, you just almost got done, did Moses?
Done
it's all
diddly bob.
work. I didn't know what to do for a second.
Yeah, dude.
Alright, let me just hit
Stop
it.
doing things, Garrett.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him hit it against the wall a couple times.
Stop doing things, Garrett.
Oh, what a pop!
Popping and locking. Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Sorry, Carp.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh,
so close.
Carpet is triggered.
Oh
Was it
no.
really close?
Wow.
Nice shot.
Thanks, dude.
was
This-
it?
the little
actually
touch
close?
from
Oh
Turtle just
my
got massive
Garrett.
distance, and then Garrett. Oh, just putting enough on it to get it on target, but so easy to hit those over the net, and he just keeps it low.
Coming out.
Oh my
Beautiful
God.
play.
Turtle.
So sexy.
Did you just get 13 years older? What just happened?
Maybe.
Did you just widen your
I
throat?
mean, I just got really close to the mic.
Oh, why, Moses?
Oh wow.
Wow.
God,
Oh,
wow.
Garrett doesn't know how to shoot.
Wow, wow, wow.
wow.
Oh, wowzers.
Oh, so close.
This is good.
No, this
Carpet is triggered.
well, this was just unfortunate. Carpet got a little lag right here. Lag right there.
Oh, yeah.
You saw it.
We-
You could
This
see
is what I
it.
had to deal with in twos today.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
wow.
You're really going to throw me out?
Oh, this is now shade has been thrown. It is
Throw
on
me
now.
under the Merc, dude. Right under the
We
Merc.
originally the plan was to not make Gibbs change the graphics, but now we're gonna have to make the graphics get changed. Oh, what a defensive effort there by Gibbs. So close.
I was hoping for up the wall.
Yeah, we're just gonna touch it as much as we can.
Yeah. We're just all going to ball chase.
We're gonna touch that as much as we can, as well.
Smack that.
No wedge.
All on the floor.
Smack that.
Give me some more.
Oh wow, what an incredible save!
Easy.
Unbelievable.
Yo, what a back pass by Moses.
Alright,
Oh,
thank you,
what
thank
a
you.
what a clear from Garrett.
That was a fake.
Yeah, it's faking.
It's always fakes to pros. Come on. Everyone knows that.
Oh yeah.
Garrett, don't get it.
Yeah, let me score this.
Come here, carpet.
Nice score.
Come here. Yes.
That was unfair. That is a penalty.
That's a
15
red
yard.
card.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
Get out of here, Garrett. I remember telling you you can shoot on my net. Remember, I'm a defensive.
Yeah, where's this coming out from, Carpet? Oh, this defense, man.
You guys are just strategically putting us in here so that we don't have.
Oh, look at
comms,
that
you know?
shot. You know, this is a huge mistake that Garrett made. He thought that this shot was not coming on net. Look at him as he attempts to go get boost, and by the time he comes out, he realized his mistake right there. And then just instant sadness.
I really wanted to steal that goal. I
He
really.
realized his mistake was right there, and then it would happen.
Instant sadness.
This
There
is
was
the
a
moment
goal
he
scored,
realized-
so someone has to make a mistake, and we have to call it out every time.
This is the moment he realized he was playing Rocket League.
Oh,
What just happened?
The
I just
tactical
sacrificed my
sacrifice.
body. I just sacrificed everything I owned for this goal.
Turtle lost his shell here. Oh,
What a...
was it a
That was
wheel?
crazy, because you demoed me... Or I demoed you, but you
No, you
hit me
don't, man.
backwards. That was crazy. That was weird.
I told you I put like everything in front.
Yeah. That was
I would have
very-
appreciated if you left me that boost, Moses. Thanks. Next time.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, what an enemy teammate.
Get it?
To Moses.
To JamesBot.
To Turtle.
Turtle. To Gibbs.
To Gibbs.
To Carpet.
off the
Moses.
wall.
To Moses again.
To Gibbs.
To Garrett.
Faking?
Nope.
I'm going for the deep pass.
To Moses.
I'm deep. I'm
Moses.
deep, boys.
To no
I'm
one.
deep.
Gibbs.
Hit me. I'm deep.
I got you on that deep pass, dude.
I
Oh,
left.
Garrett with the ruining
Oh,
of
that's
everything.
a shot.
Garrett, the party pooper, is what we should rename him to.
Oh,
The pooper of parties. Hey, Turtle. What's up, dude?
Uh-oh.
No, Carpet, let's just hold hands.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You're just gonna deny my request like that?
The breakout. Ooh. Good touch around.
I think I'm playing 4v4 for some reason.
It's because we appear to be everywhere.
oh,
Ease.
Oh, just an
What
easy
is-
play for Gibbs. Easy
Nice,
goals
Moses.
for Gibbs.
like it was a good try by Moses here.
Oh, look at this.
I tried.
This is a
I
play.
Holy!
Fake.
I didn't think you were gonna touch it.
I tried to
You
smash
me like a book.
Get dribbled, Turtle.
And Gibbs just coming out with that unforeseen
Alright,
fake.
I'm up.
Oh, wait.
Got you.
Oh, that's what I like to see right there.
What hustle?
Look at that hustle. Beautiful.
Got it.
Turtle's actually playing on a treadmill right now.
No, I have my laptop. Yeah, I have a laptop on top of the truck.
Yeah.
Faking. Kappa.
Faking? Get out of here, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Carpet, I thought we were friends. What the hell, dude?
I thought we were too until you done did me. Stop it, Garrett!
I was kind of had to give a quick sniff.
Oh, Jesus.
I was playing.
Garrett the butt sniffer.
I gotta figure it out. That's part of it.
Should join Oh My Dog. That's what he should do. You do your-
Faking?
I
Alright,
heard
then
you.
what?
I heard the fake. so
Did you
I
actually?
knew it.
How'd you hear me? I was whispering.
What if we tried making comms but whispering in Discord?
I got it.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, what a great game.
I got
What
this.
a back pass.
Faking?
It's still alive.
I'm Jazer.
No!
You actually kept it close both games.
Gibbs, no.
Hey, I had to guard the shot. I had to guard
We
the
play
shot.
hoops next.
Do you
I
wanna
believe the
play
next
hoops?
map is
No,
Cosmic.
I
We
was a
can-
joke.
No, let's do it.
please.
No,
No.
I'm down for some hoops.
No.
You're gonna get
Alright,
punished.
I'm
Stay
not a
back.
b-ball player.
You have been outvoted. Carpet, go to hoops.
Why did I do this?
Special
idea, Charlie.
request.
You shouldn't have
I'm
said
kind of
anything.
sad because I feel like we could have won a game. Now I'm kind of sad.
We can win on hoops.
We can win on hoops.
Yeah, like if I can beat Crow in a 1v1 on hoops, basically anyone can beat anyone on hoops.
What if you guys
I
are
mean,
just
I do
godlike
want to
on hoops?
say that in that same tournament that Gibbs is referencing, I did win the whole thing. So
That's
you
true.
have
When
you
I
have
own
the
gold,
champion and the second place of
The
the world.
runner-up is what we call them.
All right, come on,
The
Turtle.
runner-up.
Click that big button.
Turtle's just
Everyone notice how
Kinda
James
take
is
it down.
ashamed of his RLCS tag and only has his
Yeah.
ESL tag on.
Why are we
Life.
on this floor?
All right, James, it's you. Good.
All right, this is
All right,
me.
now I
Yep.
got it.
The secret to this one is to take it off ball cam on the start.
Or just don't be bad.
All right. Yep.
What if this goes into like a 10-minute overtime?
Oh,
What is that?
that's in.
Oh. Well, there goes the 10-minute.
We just want to hear
Luke.
Luke's voice. Yeah.
Oh,
Damn!
That's Luke. That's Luke's voice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Luke. Psionics Luke.
That's sick.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful voice.
Get out of here, Garrett.
Give you a little rub.
Oh no.
A little rub, a little
What?
smell, a little
Is that
rub.
it?
Yeah. Get out.
Oh, I don't know how to think on this map. I'm sorry.
No,
I actually want to know
See,
what happened.
that's e-brake 101.
Oh, this was
Beautiful
definitely gonna go
shot.
in. That was definitely that was.
That was in. Yeah.
that was in. You
Sorry.
just made it in faster.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're
Alright.
fired.
Exodus is gonna disband over hoops.
Heard it here first. Exclusive.
Gamer Saloon exclusive.
No, I'd actually quit if this was an RLCS.
Hey,
Oh, what a little flick!
Oh no!
Slam.
No!
We all went up for this, by the way.
Carpet stole my save.
Oh no!
Good strike.
Literally
Oh,
everyone's
good
here.
try, James.
Thanks. It hit off the rim again.
I don't know how kickoffs work on this map.
I can tell how
Oh.
they don't work, whatever you're doing.
I talk all your biz.
oh,
Oh,
my
no.
dribbler.
Wow.
No, Moses.
Oh, too low. Damn.
Alright, someone tap that.
Yup.
Keep it wedged right against the net. They can't do anything.
Nice, Gibbs.
This is good.
Oh,
Tap tap.
Dude, where is all the boost?
Tap tap.
No!
this map is meant for 3v3.
Yeah, this map is a 2v2 map.
Get it up to me.
Tap tap.
There you go.
I got you.
Oh!
What is that?
Moses, you could have made a sick play.
Easy
Get it up.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone post to Reddit that Exodus is Hispanic.
Oh my god. I got it.
This is good, man.
Carpet, you.
Confirmed by this game of hoops.
Confirmed by me being a god. Look at that shot.
I mean, it's more confirmed that we had 2 one-goal games against you guys.
Yeah,
That should put some doubt
That's
in
true.
your
No, that should make you disband.
Easy to spin.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Obviously,
saying.
they were trying their hardest in these games.
Oh, of course, of course. I mean,
What handicaps?
who doesn't try the hardest?
What?
What?
Easy save.
Hey, Turtle, guess what?
What?
Why?
What?
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry.
Guess
I
what?
was just gonna say, guess what? Then chicken butt. That's what I was waiting for.
You thought I was gonna pull a leaf?
Who
Who did that to me in the middle of an RLCS
guess what?
pass? Like, how am I supposed to respond to that?
Really?
Yes, he did. It was
Yeah,
incredible.
dude, he's like, Carpet, guess what? I'm like, what? He's like, chicken butt. And then he just like kept talking. I'm like, did you just do that in the middle of an RLCS cast?
That's Lee for you.
Wow.
GFFB.
There's like no. Alright, let's just hit it off the left wall.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
I got
Oh,
boost.
you
Someone
see
give it
me.
to me.
Go back.
Pass back.
Leave carpet.
I want anything. No. Give me
On the
the.
attack.
Yes! Give me this turtle! What the heck?
Oh,
I hate you.
still have time. We're only down 2.
Oh my god.
That was a close one. Nicely done.
Faking. Faking.
That's not it. It's not it. It's too hard.
Yeah.
Faking. Not faking. That was a fake by saying faking.
Combo almost worked.
Oh, that's gonna roll up. Yeah.
Yup.
Triggered.
Oh,
Oh,
Actually triggered.
I love the sound effects.
Oh.
oh.
What is that? Lob.
Lobdell.
He's been banned. We don't speak of him.
Sure.
Alright. I still have my dodge.
Come on!
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Why'd you go off the net? Is that how you knew you had your dodge?
I went off the ceiling. Oh, I could do that too. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh gosh, carpet.
Hello. Goodbye. Hello.
Oh no.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Hello! Uh-oh.
Hit it. Oh, so close.
What? This
This is
is.
passing place.
There's too many people.
We have too much space on this map.
Oh,
There's way too much space.
Why'd you just rub me?
Oh.
no.
I got this. I got this. Keep it up.
No, what the heck?
Keep it up.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
Go
What
back
a
to casting.
GG's, you guys have just clinched a number 2 seed at least, so you guys get a bye into the money rounds for playoffs.
Yeah, GFFB.
Congrats.
GFFB.
GG's, boys.
A close match.
GG's, my friends.
All right, James and Carpet, I will leave you two. I'm gonna kick out these guys.
Whoa, whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Wait,
What?
I'm
Yeah,
go-
we're
I'm
kick
just
him
go-
out.
I'm
Just
gonna
get rid
kick-
of him.
All right, I will leave you guys. You'll see me one more time, actually really soon on this cast. But besides that, I'll be in the background.
All
doing
right. Well,
stuff. So,
thank you, Gibbs. And
have a
that's
good cast.
thank you. And that's going to be
actually
it
played okay.
for Get Merc'd. We unfortunately fell in an incredibly close series. That 3-0 doesn't tell the true story. Those games were very close. One even
were.
going to overtime.
Yeah, no, it didn't help that Gibbs always sabotages us in these matches. He just, to him, we don't mean anything to him. And
Yeah.
like our ability to perform as players as well as casters means nothing to him. Now he's like, oh, I've got a baby. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah, that was
Embarrassing.
purely throws. He did work to make this graphic and didn't want to have to change it, so he threw. So unfortunate, unsportsmanlike conduct from Gibbs, but he gets a free pass because he is a new dad. So one free pass for this week only.
No, not in my book. I actually am very upset. I'm going to have a talk with him. I may fire him.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
definitely something that you should do. But also, guys, before we get started with this beautiful segment with Gibbs, just a heads up, guys, we are giving away a free bag of Jerky XP and a Gamer Saloon t-shirt. If you guys want to do that, go to twitter.com/GamerSaloon to enter, or just wait for somebody like Gibbs or Ahmad or Gamer Saloon themselves to post that link in chat. So if you guys want some beef jerky or a free t-shirt, that's nice and soft. Make
Both
sure you
are
enter.
worth it. That
Yes.
t-shirt is like one of the most comfortable t-shirts I own, and that jerky is hands down the best jerky I've ever had. You can call me a sellout, because I'm not. It's amazing.
No, yeah, it is a very soft t-shirt. I totally agree with you. But without any further ado, we've got this series locking up Exodus's playoff spot. But how does that impact the greater playoff scenario? Gibbs, please tell us more.
Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back, and with that win from Exodus, they have clinched a top 2 spot in the playoffs. But I figured before the last 3 matchups of the night, let's go over the scenarios in which these teams can make playoffs, maybe clinch some playoff berths here this week, or have to fight for it all next week. So let's go right into it. We have Lucky Bounce versus Genesis. If Lucky Bounce wins this game, they clinch a playoff berth. And then the matchup between 2EZ versus Genesis next week would decide that last playoff spot. If Genesis wins, Genesis clinches a playoff berth with a 2EZ loss. And they're playing Kings of Urban in a little bit. And Lucky Bounce clinches with a 2EZ loss as well. So if Genesis wins and 2EZ loses, both of these teams actually clinch playoff berths this week. Next, we have 2EZ versus Kings of Urban. If Kings of Urban wins, they stay alive for a top 2 spot only if Cosmic wins later tonight. And 2EZ would be knocked out if Genesis won earlier. If 2EZ wins, they control their destiny for playoffs. They play Genesis next week. They would have to beat them. They would be in the playoffs if they do so. So they're still alive, even though they don't have a win yet in this league. Next up, we have Momentum versus iBuyPower Cosmic. The big game this week. Both teams are 4-1 right now. If Momentum wins, they clinch a bye in the playoffs. We will know both teams that have clinched a bye in playoffs would be Exodus and Momentum. That's only if Momentum wins. It gets really tricky if iBuyPower Cosmic wins, because then they clinch a bye if Kings of Urban loses. Of course, they're playing 2EZ, so they're favored to win, but I wouldn't count 2EZ out just yet. But if Kings of Urban wins, then next week would decide the number 2 seed between Momentum, Kings of Urban, and iBuyPower Cosmic. If Kings can pull off a win and Momentum and Cosmic lose, then we would have a 3-way tie and it would come down to tiebreakers. So we won't know for sure just yet who is going to make it, but this week, a lot of spots are on the line, guys. These are some big games coming up. I hope you enjoyed the last 3 matches of the day. And we'll throw it back quickly to James and Carpet.
Thank you, Gibbs. And those playoff scenario, as you guys saw, a lot of implications coming up today. This game in particular, Lucky Bounce versus Genesis. This is to guarantee a spot in the playoffs. If Lucky Bounce wins, they get a spot. If Genesis wins, they get a spot. The losing team will have to battle it out next week to determine if they get in or not. So they can clinch right now. Fate is in their own hands. Lucky Bounce has had a rough go of things, as Gibbs talked about earlier in the stream. Lucky Bounce losing multiple series in Game 5. They've been very close and have played very well. Genesis, on the other hand, it's been a little bit difficult for them. So this one, I would definitely say that Lucky Bounce is the favorite going into it. And that's going to be who I predict to take it.
I'm coming in real quick. There's been a change of plans with Lucky Bounce. So if you guys haven't been following on Twitter, Darkfire and Torment, they split off while Timothy and Matt kind of stayed with Lucky Bounce. So instead of allowing one of these teams to stay, we had them play a best of 5 series for the spot. And that just happened during our series versus Exodus. And Darkfire, Torment, they won over Timothy. It was Timothy, Matt. I'm not sure who their third was, but so we're gonna have Darkfire, Torment, and Squishy Muffins taking over the Lucky Bounce spot as Vendetta. But for this week, for all graphics and such, will be Lucky Bounce. So they're taking over the spot, and so going forward, it's gonna be Vendetta taking over the Lucky Bounce spot. Since it was like a even split of the team, I figured they should play for the spot and see who gets it. So it was 3-1 in the series for Darkfire and Torment's side of it. So they will be taking over Lucky Bounce's spot.
There you have it, Vendetta. And this actually then is going to be a rematch of the Rocket Royale final. Vendetta versus Genesis. That one went the distance in the series. So that's going to be exciting. Gibbs, thank you for that breaking news. But we're going to get...
always coming in just with the extra info.
Oh, so juicy. Juicy taters.
Info. So much juice.
But let's get into the map picks. As you guys see here, Lucky Bounce, also known as Vendetta, consisting of Darkfire, Torment, and Squishy Muffins. They ban Neo Tokyo. Genesis banning Wasteland. And this one, again, is going to be an all-standard best of 5. Got Manfield on Game 1, Beckwith Park on Game 2, Utopia Coliseum on Game 3, Utopia Dusk on Game 4, and as always, DFH Stadium in Game 5. So, I predicted Lucky Bounce, also known as Vendetta, moving forward. They're going to take this. I feel that they're going to take this over Genesis. What do you predict, Carpet?
I have to agree. I feel like the players that are playing right now on Lucky Bounce and or Vendetta are just a little faster paced. And that tends to usually overwhelm the way Genesis plays. But we see, looks like playing for Genesis, we could have Espeon, Classics, and Nap, which kind of changes things
Pluto.
up.
Yeah, Nap for Pluto. That's going to be a big change. Pluto, such a staple on this team, really influences how Genesis plays, being that lurker in the back, last line of defense. So we'll see how Nap comes in and performs for Genesis. I would definitely say, I think even more so, an advantage for Vendetta or Lucky Bounce.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree to a certain extent, but also I do have to say Classics from when I've casted him, he's a nuisance. He's very good at contesting the ball, and he's very good at following that ball and pretty much being there all the time. And he's kind of annoying in that sense. And generally, Genesis doesn't play that aggressive. They usually don't contest things that quickly or that aggressively. So he could bring a new dynamic to the Genesis roster, especially now without Pluto. Nap's generally a relatively aggressive player as well. So we have three, from what I know, pretty aggressive players. But like we've seen Darkfire, Torment, and Squishy do very well. I do think that this series will go to Neo Tokyo. It's going to go to Neo Tokyo.
This is going to go to Neo Tokyo.
Neo
The map.
going to win this.
The banned map will somehow get there. But here we have it. Kick off in game number 1. Lucky Bounce versus Genesis. Genesis took down Lucky Bounce in Rocket Royale, winning it. And Espeon, the critical factor. And look at this play.
These two quick touches. Classics out to Espeon. Espeon just pops it right around Squishy, who was sitting back. Pretty much the only thing he can do on defense, trying to wait for an opportunity of when he knows he's going to reach it before Genesis player. But Espeon closing that gap much quicker than Squishy expected. Espeon's able to pop it around him.
Yeah, that one, the last player back for Lucky Bounce was playing the Classics hit. Espeon getting there and just getting that slight redirect. Just beautiful. Great heads-up play by Espeon, and good teamwork out of the gate from Genesis, who's trying to make our predictions wrong. And so far, it is working well for him.
They are doing a fantastic job.
Another good touch from Classics, sends that ball all the way down into the blue half. Classics getting a bump on Torment there. Nap shutting down that clear at half. Espeon trying to get around it, looked like for the dribble, but Squishy shut that down. Torment, last one back, just bouncing that off his backboard. Good play by him. Now Classics up on the wall against two players. Darkfire winning out on that 50-50, and Torment getting the second touch. You see Nap going to get boosted. A nice touch from Espeon over to Classics, who puts a shot on net. But Darkfire was there to bat that one away.
You can already see a bit more aggression from Genesis, usually a little uncharacteristic out of them, but they are doing a very good job of just kind of bodying almost all balls, making sure that they're always in the way, interrupting a lot of these passing plays that Lucky Bounce is trying to commence.
A little bit of chaos there on the defensive side for Lucky Bounce. We haven't seen many shots come out from Lucky Bounce so far, but right as I say it, a pass off the backboard from Squishy. Darkfire doesn't put it on target, but that sneaks through the defense, and Torment punishes Genesis.
This is just a situation of Nap didn't get up as quickly as he wanted to. Classics was going to try and read Nap's touch. There's no way he was really going to potentially maybe be able to up and beat Torment, but with the angle of this camera, with the ball being above him, I don't think there's any way he could have known Torment was there. So that was just a trust situation.
We go on board with Squishy Muffins, a top 1v1 player on the ladder, popular YouTuber, and also a very skilled Rocket League player here, playing for Lucky Bounce today. And oh, the little mistake there could have been costly, but Lucky Bounce defense recovers in time and now are on the counterattack. Classics trying to get that block, hits it out into the middle. Espeon keeps it on the sideline, but Torment now counterattacking this, bouncing right out to Darkfire, who puts that one away easily.
Lucky Bounce trying to bring this back. Torment popping this up, but then following through way quicker than anyone could react to it. Classic's trying to come back, realizing he wasn't faced in a very good position. He was kind of faced towards the corner, expecting that to be a slower played ball, but it gave a lot of space for Darkfire to take that shot over him.
And Darkfire, throughout many tournaments, even the RLCS, Darkfire has been a huge scorer for his team. He was on Lucky Bounce in the RLCS, and they had Timothy instead of Squishy. But Darkfire led the entire RLCS pretty significantly. He had 46 goals in one qualifier tournament, so big score. And he opens it up there, or gets the lead for his team, and we are under 2 minutes left to go. Darkfire getting in Nap's way there. We'll go on board with Classics as he takes the shot and gets it by the defender and now evens it up for Genesis.
These are the tight angle shots that a lot of people don't think to take, but if you have the opportunity and you can see an angle, you really probably should. Squishy was there, but he tried to pre-jump Classics' shot. Classics actually went on the inside of Squishy. Squishy expecting him to pull that a little wider, but that's usually a risk you have to take. When you're trying to pre-jump to defend a shot, you're putting yourself at risk. You really have to hope that your initial guess is right.
And that one was not right. That ended up costing Lucky Bounce a goal. But we're all tied up, a minute and a half left. Darkfire tries to get the touch, doesn't get much on it. Nap trying to bounce it over Squishy. Squishy puts it out for Classics, and a good touch from Espeon sets up a shot from Nap. And Darkfire getting there just in time to put that one out. Classics challenging Darkfire, but Darkfire pushes it deep into the orange zone. Torment going to try to hit that one off the wall. Gets it to Squishy. Squishy puts a shot in. Espeon stops it, but he needed help from Classics, and Classics was there. Still not out of danger, and Squishy gets the go-ahead goal with just a minute left.
Squishy, after this first touch, instead of retreating fully, he turns around, realizing that Darkfire is coming in for a touch. He turns around so quickly, reacts to it, reads the touch. Espeon and Nap both reading the ball as opposed to the player. Again, it's tough with the camera angle that you had, but Squishy able to get in between both defenders to sink that in.
Squishy coming up big there for Lucky Bounce as we enter the final minute, and Nap putting a shot in off that dinky Darkfire hit. Classic stopping this ball at half. Darkfire read that one perfectly off that curvature of the ceiling, getting that ball out of danger, but still the assault is on by Genesis. Down by one. 30 seconds remaining for Genesis. Classics trying to get that one off the side of the wall, but Darkfire hit it, tried to read it off the backboard, couldn't get it. Squishy's going to put that off the backboard again, and Torment misses it. Espeon missed it as well. That was a wide open opportunity for Torment, but Torment did not get the read.
That was a little bit of a tough angle. Torment went up quick. I think he expected a defender to kind of be in the way, but he was not. But they are still 1 point up. They just need to play defense for the next 3 seconds.
Time running out. This is the last attempt. Nap's going to go for it off the backboard. He had the chance, but just misread it. I wish we could see the replay on that one. Nobody from Lucky Bounce was able to get the hit. That was a golden opportunity for Nap, but he just went too far right. Didn't get the read. Ball touches the ground, and that's game one in favor of Lucky Bounce.
That is about what we expected, but that was still close. I mean, I guess from what I've seen, generally Genesis doesn't usually play as up in your face and as contesty, but with now Nap and Classics and Espeon, as you know, Espeon's a great striker. He likes hanging in the opposing half. And I know, like I said earlier, like Classics is great at contesting the ball. He's great at winning 50-50s. So in general, we're seeing a slightly different gameplay style coming out of Genesis, which is matching Lucky Bounce pretty well, or I guess I should say Vendetta.
Yes, we will get their names changed. They are Lucky Bounce this week, but we will get those graphics converted over to Vendetta. They played against Timothy's team to determine who would get the spot, because we know there was the split between Lucky Bounce, or Timothy, and Torment and Darkfire. So those guys actually played a best of 5 just before we went live to determine who got this spot. And Torment and Squishy
they're okay with
and
it.
Darkfire. Yep, and we didn't get the map changed because Carpet failed, but
I did fail, but it's okay. Close enough. They don't seem to mind.
Yes, true. No one seemed to mind except
It's
all
out of
the
disrespect
streamers
with Park,
pissed.
you know. I mean,
Yeah, no, this is better than Pecklet, so.
I agree. It might have been on purpose.
Squishy with the side flip there. Set up that Darkfire shot, but an easy save for Espeon. We'll go on board with Squishy, who gets that clear off the wall. Espeon doesn't get the greatest touch. Now, scary situation. Nap versus Squishy. Nap gets that hit out of the zone. Now, Classic's going to follow this up. Espeon might be able to get a shot. Going to go off the backboard. He almost got the double tap. Narrowly missed that one. Espeon. That would have been a beautiful goal, but he wasn't able to connect. Now Nap along the side of the wall. It's going to go for the hit. Squishy and Nap both missing that one. It's going to drop right down to Classics, but Squishy actually went for the back pass. Knocked it over Darkfire, who is still trying to get his bearings on defense. Espeon going to put that off the wall. Classics might... Oh, that was close. Barely hitting off the crossbar there.
Another one of those tight angles from Classic. Like I said, when you see those opportunities, a lot of teams aren't expecting it. They don't position themselves to be ready for a tight corner shot, especially when usually you have more opportunity for a passing play. And Classics has so far succeeded in one and almost succeeded in another in just 2 games.
Now Classics trying to work off the Espeon touch. The Darkfire getting a piece of that one, threw Classics off. So now he's just trying to gather some boost and go back in. Now Darkfire trying to dribble it past, gets the block there. And Nap missing again, setting Darkfire up for a shot, but easily handled by Espeon. Now the counterattack is on. Classic's going to try to get that out into the middle. He does, but Darkfire was way ahead of Espeon, who appears to have no boost. You can see him flipping back over. No boost whatsoever for Espeon.
Still has the courage to go with no boost, which a lot of times can make plays happen. Teams tend to expect wide, deep rotations so that people can retreat to get boost, but if Espeon can turn around and still make something of it without any boost, he's still putting his team in a very good position.
No boost, no problem.
No
for
boost, no
Espeon.
problem, says Espeon.
But Espeon has some boost now, but Torment winning that 50-50 and getting it by Nap. Classics, the last player back, got that necessary touch that would have been very bad. You can see Squishy battering him over and over. Darkfire trying to get the hit in. We are still scoreless. Half the game over. Nap got in the middle of that one. If he missed that, that would have been wide open for Darkfire. Lucky Bounce on the attack now. Torment leading the charge. Steals that boost right away from Classics. Classics picking up that half boost, but Darkfire hitting it over him. Nap going to put that right in. Torment with a long response. And that shot's going to be on target. Oh, no, it's just wide to the left. Opportunity coming out there for Lucky Bounce. We are still tied up scoreless here in game 2. And an opportunity. Oh!
Maybe able to get a counter. Lucky Bounce is playing a slightly safer game. I've seen one of their players up in Genesis's half. They cross the ball over the net, and no one's really there to contest it. I mean, even if you don't have a great shot and you think someone's going to block it, I mean, even if you can get the 50-50, sometimes it's worth it just to keep the pressure up. And now we see some, oh, man.
An
Hilariously disgusting.
An uncharacteristic miss from Torment on the wall. And now he's going to have an opportunity. Nap gets it ahead of him to get that touch. A good challenge there from Nap. And now Lucky Bounce trying to get this out. And Torment, awkward positioning there, almost costing his team a goal. And now Classics up in the air, trying to get that ball out of danger. No one, Classics is back in net. Now Torment going to put that one easily for Espeon to handle. Darkfire off the wall, putting it off the ceiling. Squishy trying to get the read. He does get it, but Classics positions himself well. That one bouncing right off the ceiling, and Nap hits it into his own net.
Nap has to be pretty defeated right now. He had the time for it. I get it was stressful and heading into net, but he could have gotten around this. He might have thought he had it. Also could have heard some boost, maybe felt some pressure coming in, knowing he had to touch it, or it would have been too late anyways. But sadly, he did not position his card correctly and was put that in after the unfortunate ceiling bounce.
Sadly for him, but happily for Lucky Bounce to take the lead with 30 seconds left to go. Genesis down by 1. Same situation they were in last game. They need to tie this one up and force overtime. Just 15 seconds remaining. Classics waiting for Nap's pass on the wall. Nap misses the ball. Now Classics is going to have to retreat back. He does block Darkfire, but those precious moments of offense lost after Nap was not able to connect on that ball. And as soon as that ball hits the ground, there you have it. Lucky Bounce taking game number 2, 1-0.
We may be having a server request change.
So it looks like we will get the server changed very quickly. This is Lucky Bounce versus Genesis, our second matchup of the day. If you guys are just coming in, get Merc'd in an incredibly close series against the number 1 seeded team so far in the league. We fell. Get Merc'd fell just by 1 goal almost every game. 1 game even being overtime.
No thanks to Gibbs.
Yeah, no thanks to Gibbs. He was just a paperweight. But we still managed to keep it close. We lost all those games very closely, but you know, they were charity wins. We figured if we were the first team to beat Exodus, people would get salty, so we kind of had to let them.
And then Exodus would probably disband immediately.
Yeah, and we don't want Exodus to disband.
I do like those guys. I do want to make a quick comment for those that don't know Squishy Muffins. He does come from a 1v1 background. He's a very, very talented 1v1 player. We saw at the very end there, he pretty much like won like 3 50-50s in a row. He just got in the way, made sure to keep it there, and that's something you'll see out of somebody who tends to know a little bit on how cards interact whenever they're approaching a ball. 1v1 players tend to be a little better in one-on-one situations. Ironically enough, I bet you never would have figured that out. But just in general, you know, they tend to read the ball a little better in certain situations, and they also tend to be able to deal with 50-50s a little better. So something to keep out with Squishy Muffins. But with a 1v1 background, you know, he definitely doesn't have as much experience in dealing with a 3 situation, but he seems to not be having much troubles today. Not that he has troubles, but you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. And it is true. 1v1 talent doesn't necessarily transfer over to the 3v3 playlist. Each playlist has its own skill set. 1v1 does teach you to make good decisions. And that pass off the wall, Darkfire didn't finish it. That was an opportunity for Darkfire that he didn't put away, and also missed that hit there. So Darkfire has another opportunity here. And again, couldn't put that one on net. But yes, then the feels backflip man from Torment. 1v1 talent does not necessarily transfer to 3v3.
Not directly, but it is a very good skill set to have when transitioning into heavy 3v3s play, because there are many situations that you'll be able to handle better than someone that doesn't play as much ones, I should say.
And we saw Squishy, and actually Espeon was casting it, I believe, with Fickle Platypus. And Squishy had that E-break, or he had the handbrake dribble to get around the ball to put that on. And Darkfire does put this one in after multiple opportunities. Finally puts this one away.
Squishy puts it up high. Darkfire reads it off the corner. Well, it bounces off a really awkward spot on the corner, so I'm kind of surprised he was there for it. Looked like Torment was just underneath him trying to do the same exact thing, but Genesis sat back hoping to be able to read that better once they hit that awkward spot on the corner. I don't think they were prepared to have such pressure off of that read.
Lucky Bounce has had multiple opportunities to put shots on net and in the goal. They just have not been able to read it off the backboard. But they get that one and lead here in game number 3. If they win this one, they will wrap this series up in a sweep. And so far, they have been looking like the better team. Genesis just struggling to get anything going. Nap up with an opportunity to put a shot on net, puts it right in the middle of the net, right at Darkfire. Now the counterattack coming out. Squishy 1v1 skills, but Classics reads that perfectly to shut that one down quickly.
Trying the mind game, trying to suck Classics out of net and pop it over him, but luckily Classics waited for a prime opportunity to where Squishy had no more real estate in front of him and was forced to drive it into the wall, which gave him some time.
Now Squishy and Net forcing that one out to the corner. Darkfire is going to try to dribble this out, but Espeon there in the way and gets the demo, leaving the net open for a brief moment. Torment popping back up. Now Darkfire going to get that touchdown. Classics forcing that out into the corner. Squishy and Torment both going for that one. Dangerous situation, but they recover in time. Are not punished for that. Now Darkfire putting a shot on net. Classics in the back, getting the save. But again, not much threat coming from this Genesis offense.
Like you said, they are having a little bit of a struggle trying to amount plays out of things. It seems like they're all trying to kind of play the same role. They're all trying to take those shots, get the redirects, get a good pass out to a teammate. But they're only getting maybe 1 or 2 shots off, and then they tend to lose control of it. But right now, we're going to see them try and maintain control, try and get the wide rotations to see if they're going to be able to keep this unlucky bounces half long enough to make a shot opportunity.
Darkfire's going to put that off the wall. Squishy just puts it off the post. That another great opportunity for Lucky Bounce, but Squishy just couldn't get that quick read. And Torment with an open net couldn't get around the ball to fling it far enough over and hits that one off the post.
He definitely was probably expecting to have some sort of contest, but I think Nap got stuck up on the wall, so he wasn't ready to have no one contesting him. He thought that dribble might have been a little more difficult, but he was just hit the side post. But now we see some shots. Oh, here we go. Oh,
Darkfire again for Lucky Bounce. Such a vicious score. And this one again off the backboard. Squishy gets it to Darkfire. Darkfire didn't get that much on it, but just continuous pressure and good placement from Darkfire is enough to get that second goal, and Lucky Bounce in the lead by 2 with just 1 minute left to go. Genesis has not been looking good on offense at all this game, so Lucky Bounce has to be feeling confident going into this final minute.
Lucky Bounce has been a bit more organized, especially on offense. They're not only quick to the ball, but they're in positions that allow them to get back to defense quick enough. They're not leaving too many holes in a lot of their rotational play. And they're definitely just, at least this game particularly, tend to be getting to the ball quicker. Whoop, Darkfire and Torment having a little bit of a mishap in net.
And another missed opportunity there for Nap. You saw that wide open net. He just couldn't make contact. Nothing going for Genesis so far in this series. Lucky Bounce on the cusp. They just have to hold on for just 10 more seconds. A 2-goal lead. I don't see this happening. And as we wind down, Lucky Bounce will take the win and a sweep, and that's just going to be a cherry on top. The 0-second goal from Torment.
I mean, at this point, you really can't count these fully. Classics, I think, just flung himself at that, hoping that he would end the game as soon as possible. Espeon didn't put himself in a place to say that. You know, those last second goals, usually you can just chalk those up to like, yeah, this game is, you know, they fought. They tried, but it was pretty much done with two goals to cover with the 0 seconds left on the shot clock.
And there you have 0 goals, assists, saves, and shots. All zeros for Espeon. Tough game for him. And just Genesis in general. They could not get anything going. And good continuous pressure coming out from Lucky Bounce. They also missed a decent amount of opportunities, but really, they were doing a good job generating, even though they couldn't finish, still generating those opportunities. And so now Lucky Bounce, who will now from now on be known as Vendetta, they secure their spot in the playoffs. Genesis now has to win next week against Too Easy, I believe, in order for them to make the playoffs. So it'll be Too Easy versus Genesis to determine that one. So Genesis, they still have hopes alive to make the playoffs, but it is coming down to the wire. Lucky Bounce, on the other hand, they have had a rough go of it so far in the GamerSaloon Champions League. They have lost multiple Game 5 series. Very close against the top teams in this league and in the world, or at least in North America. And so to finally get this win locked up and secure their spot, it has to feel good, man.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's losing in that Game 5 when you put up such a fight, and then at the very end, you're just not able to make that last push, or you're not able to make that last save for the goal that sinks in, you know, to give you that Game 5 loss. And especially with all like the roster inconsistencies, they had a tough time figuring out they were doing it from time to time, and now, you know, with figuring out who gets to take the place. So, you know, Vendetta, they did win the best of 5 earlier. to determine who gets to take the place of Lucky Bounce. And they're doing it justice. They just 3-0 Genesis, which is definitely not a team to write off. You know, the first 2 games were a little bit closer than that final game, but they were looking very good.
And now, this is a setup for 2 Easy. 2 Easy wins. They'll be in a good position here. And in game 3, I mean, or at least series 3, we've got 2 Easy versus Kings of Urban. That one's going to be coming up next. 2 Easy. They have not won a series yet this season, but still have playoff hopes, especially after that Genesis loss. So 2 Easy going to go up against a tough Kings of Urban roster who has been playing very well. They fell to Exodus in a game 5 series. That one very close. That one a reverse sweep, but overall Kings of Urban still looking very polished and are going to be a formidable opponent, especially for a 2 Easy team who's still looking for that first series win. We're going to go to a short break, guys, and when we return, we'll have 2 Easy versus Kings of Urban, so don't go anywhere. Also, guys, just a reminder, if you're interested in winning a Gamer Saloon t-shirt or getting some free beef jerky, go check out Gamer Saloon on Twitter, twitter.com/GamerSaloon. You guys can go check that out, see what the rules are to enter for your chance to win. Also, check out chat. I'm sure Gamer Saloon or Gibbs or a moderator is posting a link to that Twitter. So go check it out. Check it out. So I hope you guys grabbed everything you needed, grabbed your snacks, anything, you know, drink, maybe some weights so you can pump some iron while you're watching 2 Easy, trying to claw their way into the playoffs. Carpet, I see you lifting weights right now.
Yeah. During the break is what I did. I broke out my 80-pound dumbbell, started doing some curls.
Yeah, you're looking so swole.
Yeah, well,
such a handsome man.
You know, I know you guys know. I mean, I'm sure everyone can tell, but I definitely have been doing roids for the last 2 years. I'm sure everyone can tell. You know, no surprise there.
Apparently, they make your entire physique shrink. Then.
No.
Oh, okay.
You misunderstand. I am a walking optical illusion. I actually weigh 286 pounds.
Dang.
Yeah, no, it's kind of insane, but I'm very dense. Very dense. Yeah.
I will say that you are quite dense.
Burn!
I
walked into that one. I walked right into that. I'm going to take a drink of water.
We've got the map picks in here for 2 Easy versus Kings of Urban. 2 Easy is going to be banning Neo Tokyo. Kings of Urban banning Wasteland. Absolutely a great decision on their part. Game number 1, we got Beckwith Park. Game number 2, Manfield. Game number 3, Urban Central. Game number 4, Beck with Knight, and as always, DFH on game 5. So we will have an all-standard affair yet again here in our third match of the day, where Too Easy is trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. If they win here, well, regardless, I believe, regardless of what happens, it's going to come down to the final week next week for them to see if they get in. But Kings of Urban still fighting to get into that top spot, and really have been playing quite well. And Gibbs makes us do the predictions, and I'm going to have to say Kings of Urban takes this one down over Too Easy, who still will have to be looking for their first win next week.
You make Gibbs sound like he's like our slave master, like he makes us do the predictions. But
He does.
You are correct. I mean, just even from what I've seen, Too Easy has struggled a lot so far in the Gamer Saloon. They have had a tough time. They can eke some wins out here and there, but generally they just have a hard time being consistent as they play. And Kings of Urban is Kings of Urban. I mean, I'm really going to have to give it to them. I do think they're going to. I honestly think they're probably going to take this in a 3-0. Really depends on if they're being consistent. Sometimes it almost sometimes it almost feels like Kings of Urban just doesn't take everything seriously. Is that just me, James?
Ooh. Well, it is Sad Jr. He is very trolly. But
Yeah,
I was pressing tab here.
Jr.,
This is
not
breaking
Kings of Urban.
news. I'm pressing tab, and I see a name that we haven't seen a ton of recently in competitive play. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this name as well?
I am seeing this name, and I'm very happy with this name.
He recently turned 15. Guys, put your hands together for Prime Thunder. All right, that sounds creepy. So
That was not as epic as either of us had hoped.
that was the worst sounding clap that I've ever heard. But Prime Thunder, he is a very well-known player in the Rocket League scene. He has been competing in teams like Apollo 11, for those of you who can remember back to the RLC Pro League days. Prime Thunder used to be a top player in the scene, was a little bit quiet because he was too young to compete in the RLCS, so we haven't seen a ton of him. But he is here, and he is playing for Too Easy. Can he be the determining factor for Too Easy to get their first win of the season? We'll find him here rocking a beautiful Dominus with those purple wheels. That is quite a slick paint job. But it's going to he'll need more than just looks to take down this Kings of Urban squad.
Every time I see painted rims, I want to uninstall the game.
I know, it's not fair. We'll never get them.
I have probably put in more games than any person has since the painted rims patch. But I'm cursed. I've been cursed with nothing but painted Brody hats and witch hats.
Feels bad, man. And cake hats for me.
Feels terrible, man.
But Jacob has been huge for Kings of Urban. Getting the redirects, getting the passes. Last week, Fireburner was not playing for Kings of Urban. But he is here now with his Batmobile. He is the marksman for Kings of Urban. Look for Fireburner to be that player in the back, that third player back, to finish off the setups by Jacob and Sad Jr.
And just expect Sad Jr. to do things that you didn't think were possible with a Rocket League car.
Now, just over a minute in, we are still scoreless. Prime, the last player back for Too Easy, gets the hit. Jacob putting that shot just to the side of the net. Sad completely missing and stuck in the back. Now the counterattack. Fire gets it around Austin, and Prime was too far up, and a good touch from Sad sets this freebie up for Fireburner, who puts the first goal in for Kings of Urban.
Sad is always able to get some interesting touches from whatever positions he gets just underneath, and actually backflips it, which I usually would probably pop it a little bit too high, but he did it just underneath the ball to where his car more grazed the bottom as opposed to popping it up too high. Gets it over that last defender, and Fireburner following through with his Batmobile on a very open net.
That one, all credit goes to Sad Jr., who got that beautiful touch, setting up that easy goal for Fireburner. The Kings of Urban takes the early lead. They are the favorite to win this series. But Prime Thunder trying to prevent that from happening, coming in to try to help Too Easy get their first win. But so far, it is not looking good for them. Fire getting that back pass unorthodox back pass to Sad Jr. That one going right out into the middle for Austin, who beats Jacob and ties it up.
Austin gets there just in time to beat the defender. Jacob rotates the net and then tries to come out for this ball. Goes to try and read just underneath Austin, not thinking he would pop it up and maybe potentially down into net. But Austin, doing the smart move, actually gets under the ball to try and pop it over Jacob, who took a little too long to jump, and ties up the game for too easy.
Those are tough positions to be in as a defender. Jacob puts that one high. Fireburner coming back on the second attempt, getting that one for Kings.
Just like you said, Fireburner now with his second goal already this game. He's about to rotate out, but he sees that Jacob actually won that initial contest to put it over the net. He turns around quickly and tries to put that into the corner around all the defenders, and he does so successfully. Oh, there's so many painted rims. Dude, I'm actually mad.
Yeah, no, everyone but us has them. I have it on my Xbox. I have it on my Xbox, but they're gray painted rims. Gray Tunica wheels. Feels horrible.
Austin and the Batmobile are the only people without painted rims. That's because the Batmobile, you can't put painted rims on it.
Yeah, I bet Fire has a pair.
I am very close to ruining the stream again by leaving.
Wow, what a touch from Fireburner to get this to Sad, and the fact that that almost went in.
Sad actually really wanted to follow through. You can watch him struggle. Check this out. He's like,
He tries.
no! And he runs out of boots on his limp fall down to the ground. I actually have faith that he would have been able to pull it off had he had, you know, a 180 boost in his car before he went up for that initial aerial. But again, Fireburner, or this time Jacob, coming through to push that in. Kings of Urban was looking very good on team plays, filling where they need to, and just kind of there for their boys.
And again, Fireburner cleaning up. He is the cleanup guy for Kings of Urban. Cleaning up 2 goals so far. Jacob cleaning that last one up. And Fireburner, we should just call him the janitor.
The close team play. Sad Jr. up to Jacob. Jacob right back down into Fireburner. You see all 3 Kings of Urban players in that corner within a 2-second time lapse, but it worked very well for them. Again, this is a team that really knows how to read each other and just know where each other is. They put a lot of time in together.
And Jacob, just statistically, from Kings of Urban in various competitions, Jacob has just proven time and time again that he can rack up those assists. And that one, a heads-up play. Fireburner read it the whole time. He was waiting for it. And Kings of Urban just have a death hold on this game. 4-1 with just a minute left. Heroics trying to get that one in, but that one easily pushed aside by Kings of Urban. Now Jacob up along the wall, doesn't get the greatest hit, but does get it down to Sad Jr., who's going to put this off the backboard to himself. Doesn't get a good second hit. Leaves it, but Austin stays in net, leaves it for Prime Thunder to handle. So now Austin coming up off the wall, just took himself out of the play a little bit. Austin playing a little bit hesitantly there, almost costing his team another goal. Now we've got 30 seconds left here in Game 1 of Kings of Urban versus Too Easy. Prime flipping around for absolutely no reason. And then gets the own goal.
No.
Feels bad, man.
The unnecessary flip across the field followed by an own goal. I think he just wanted to try and tap this out mid, but he didn't get around it as much as he'd hoped. Or he wanted to put it to the corner from what I can tell in chat. He's exclaiming that for some reason his goal wasn't the corner. He seems a tad bit confused as to how the field is shaped. He may have been turned by 45 degrees in his head.
Well, I don't think that own goal made much of a difference other than just mental sadness as Fireburner sneaks in another one. And that's 4 goals on 4 shots for Fireburner.
You see Prime doing some flipsies for no reason again into that back wall. We see all 3 Too Easy players in the corner trying their best to slow that play down, but it doesn't matter. Fireburner Batmobiles it straight into the top of the net.
And now you can tell that Kings of Urban wants this Brazil. Can they make it happen? Prime keeps it up. Sad going for it, couldn't keep it up. And a 6-1 victory for Kings of Urban. This might be a bloodbath, Carpet.
I would like to hope not. I think after around goal 3 or 4, It seemed like we didn't see a whole lot of effort coming out of Too Easy.
Which Fireburner playing like a god though. 4 shots,
Fireburner,
4 goals, and 8 ping.
Playing out of his mind.
That 8
definitely
ping
for
is
sure.
his best achievement. 8 ping. How is that possible?
I think he's cheating. Can we get a VAC ban over here?
He must have Google Fiber.
Oh, he might have the Google of fibers.
But
And I just Googled my phone open. Okay.
8 shots though in total for Kings of Urban, 6 goals. These guys and all but 1 goal was assisted. So they playing very well together, and we just saw the team passing coming out early. Too Easy going to have to step this one up. Right now, though, after game 1, it looks pretty grim.
It does look grim. But as I said, it seemed like after they were about 3 goals down, you saw not too much effort come out of them. So I think those last 3 goals were kind of just fodder for KLU to have some fun, and they just want to sink some more goals away. But, it wasn't only game 1, so it's not the kind of attitude that I generally would like to see, per se. Or maybe, they just struggled a bit. Kings of Urban, sometimes when the team beat you that
block.
much. Ooh.
Sad Jr. with the side flip. Completely letting down Fireburner. Oh, that's just got to bring tears to your eyes. That net was wide open. But, Fireburner says, no problem, bro. I'll do it myself.
Fireburner is really coming alive right now. Jacob beating Austin at 50-50, but Fireburner, take a look at what he did. He comes from a little bit on the left-hand side, gets to the right-hand side of the ball, flips his Batmobile upside down to hit on the underside of the ball to keep the height, and still puts it also further left, even though he came from the left-hand side. This guy just he needs to calm down. Calm down, Fireburner.
Fireburner, he doesn't play flashy. He doesn't do a lot of freestyling. Oh, wow. And a response coming out from Too Easy as they even this one up.
Austin finding himself down the end of the field after trying to contest that aerial. He sees Heroics, so he's going to come up for it. So instead of turning back, he actually cheats up and continues down the field to make a passing opportunity for his team. And he's able to beat out all Kings of Urban defenders and redirect that into net.
And like you said, also props to Heroics. He recognized Austin was up and put that one right where it needed to go. A good counter-attacking play there allows Too Easy to tie this one up. Prime Thunder, he has not been much of a factor so far in the series.
No, surprisingly, he has been a bit more quiet than I expect, because from what I remember, Prime Thunder is still an incredibly talented player. There was issues where he wasn't able to compete in the last RLCS, but I don't think he's completely stopped playing altogether, so he definitely still has some skill. But he is a bit more quiet than I expected him to be in this series so far.
And also, they are going against Kings of Urban. Kings of Urban is no joke.
That is definitely something you cannot write off. They are a very overwhelmingly aggressive team. They really do kind of shut things down. They make it really hard for you to amount anything. Every time you see someone from Too Easy try and tap it up and get ready to follow it for a second touch, it just doesn't matter. They're just Kings of Urban is going to be there to interrupt it. They're going to be there to try and take control.
Now Austin forcing the issue up on the wall again, trying to pop that out for Heroics. Sad Jr. got there quickly, though, to shut that down. And now on the pass, Sad's going to try to get the shot on net, and he does, beating Austin for the go-ahead.
Sad again, finding himself up in a position where he went for an aerial, wasn't able to get there, so now he cheats up. He doesn't have to do a whole lot, but he does have incredibly good placement. Look at that. He puts it into the bottom left-hand side of the net and lets it bounce one more time. Generally, bounce shots are a little harder to read. You don't really know if he's going to go for the powerful touch to the top of the net or into the bottom. So, his placement in general was also made it very difficult for Austin to come and defend.
Oh, and Fireburner, he did read the save from Prime, but ended up putting that one high. Good opportunity for Fire to get another one on the board, but couldn't put that one on target. But Kings of Urban still maintain the lead. Fireburner's going to tap this, going for it again. Jacob also going for that one. 2 players from Kings of Urban taken out of the play now. Counter-attacking opportunity for Too Easy. Jacob shuts that down instantly, though, and gets the touch out to Fire. Fireburner wasn't expecting it. Couldn't get around the ball to get a good hit on it, but still kept in the blue half as Austin is going to get beat out by Jacob. Now Fireburner missing that hit, but nobody from Too Easy. You can just tell how hesitant Too Easy is to contest these balls against Kings of Urban.
I mean, yeah, it's just a bit. Oh man, if Jacob had dunked that, and we saw all 3 Too Easy players. They are getting a little panicky from time to time, especially on defense. They know the Kings of Urban is going to be able to put some shots on, but like you said, they're very tentative. Come up for any kind of ball at midfield. They're not contesting many balls, which I get. You're scared to be out and caught in a position, but if you let Kings of Urban play their game, they're just going to start doing this to you. They're going to keep taking shots on net until eventually they go in. We have 10 shots from Kings of Urban and 1 shot from Too Easy.
1 shot and 1 goal. They're still in it, even though Kings has been putting on all the pressure, like you're saying, and that one's going to be the equalizer. Uncharacteristic laps here on defense.
Yeah, we see all 3 going up. Firebender being the last man, Sad Jr. and Jacob going up, but that was perfect. Notice, he was contested.
Did Jacob get hit in the air?
Midfield.
I couldn't tell from that angle, but did Jacob get hit in the air by a player from Too Easy?
I honestly wasn't looking at Jacob.
Oh, I wish I could get another angle on that one. But also, another factor that might have played in there was that ball was so close to touching the ceiling, but it never did. So those can throw you off as a defender when you think it's going to touch the ceiling and it just never does. You expect that ball to come down quicker. And if it doesn't, you get there too early and fly by it, similar to what Jacob did. But it looked like he may have just gotten bumped in the air. It was hard to tell from that angle, but we are all tied up, even though Kings of Urban has been putting on all the pressure. This one is any team's game. Too Easy fighting back to try to take game number 2 and even the series up at 1-1. Prime falling back on defense. Sad's going to put that off the backboard, but Prime denies it and follows it up with another hit, getting it by Jacob. Picking up boost here. He might be able to do some damage. Does get it by another defender. So Prime doing a good counterattack there, but not very threatening. Perhaps could have gone for a pass. That one got shut down quite easily. Now Heroics is going to get that out into the mid. Prime getting a touch on it, trying to keep the Kings of Urban defense on their toes. Good touch. Jacob off the wall, going for the shot. That one going to be turned aside by Too Easy. 10 seconds left. Prime on the wall, misses that one. It's going to be out of the play for a little bit. Austin with a set. Heroics has to back off of it. That one's going to be off the wall. Dangerous situation here. Fire's going to put that off the backboard. Prime gets the touch. And there we have it. Game number 2 going into overtime.
Too Easy actually now putting Kings of Urban into an overtime situation, which is not what I expected. Like I said, I did expect a 3-0 out of this series, so this is much closer than I expected them to be able to put Kings of Urban. But, you know, we had that kind of weird defensive hiccup for goal number 2 to tie the game up. And the first one, again, you know, too many people committed up, and Austin able to beat out Kings of Urban defense. So it seems like, you know, it's the lapse in defense, defensive judgment from Kings of Urban that is leaving these openings for Too Easy to take.
But still, most of the pressure coming from Kings of Urban as Sad launches that off the ceiling to Jacob, who seals it. Cobb on the job, clocks out for Kings of Urban.
This is exactly, I mean, this is just the kind of pressure they're able to put on so quickly. We see him come up so, like, Jacob, I don't even know. Like, some of the shots that Kings of Urban can put up are kind of just insane, and they're very, very quick to get to the ball. Even when you think you've got them on defense, you think you're in a safe defensive position, and next thing you know, the ball's bouncing in some weird angle towards the corner of your net. And that's exactly what they did to try and solidify this. But they did try and play a little bit smarter there towards the end. Oh, do not ready up, James, please.
I know. You readied up instantly. I
I'm
admire
used
you
to being
for
yelled at.
I admire you for readying up instantly, but yes.
I'm here
I
for the
recognize
players,
that.
okay? I want them to be able to just play the game. And I want all the viewers to just be like, oh, wow, these guys go quick.
14 shots, though, Carpet. 14 shots for Kings of Urban. 9 saves for Too Easy. That one very close.
3 shots and
But
2 goals.
statistically,
from Too
not
Easy.
close at all.
Like I said, yeah, we have 3 shots and 2 goals from Too Easy. So they definitely struggled in being able to maintain any kind of aggression. Like you said, what is that? 13 shots? No, 14 shots from Kings of Urban. Kind of insane in the long run. When you really just trying to amount how many. I mean, yes, their accuracy might not have been off, but a lot of times they're just doing it to mess with the defense. You know, you keep taking shots. I mean, but it is a good testament to how Too Easy was playing on defense. They kept their heads about them most of the time, and they were able to deflect 4, 5, 6 shots in a row before, they finally were able to clear it and follow up. But that's also what makes it really tough for Too Easy to mount any offensive pressure, because they're having so much struggle on defense, trying to get boost, trying to make sure they can clear it out. They all have to keep rotating back into net, which means when they do finally get a clear, they're not going to be able to follow it up very well because they had to keep rotating back into net as opposed to being able to cheat up. And the few times they were able to cheat up, we noticed it's what resulted in a goal. Austin was able to cheat up for the first goal, and in the second goal, it was a bit similar of a situation. It's looking like they did not listen to James.
What?
So, oh no, they did. You're back. My bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My bad.
But
Oh,
here
who was
we
it that
are
said
in.
I thought it was you.
No, it was Jacob.
Oh, okay. I guess I saw the J and just assumed it was JamesBot. So I just kept talking and not letting you speak. My bad.
No, I was enthralled.
Cool.
Game number 3 here, as we might see another 3-0 sweep. Kings of Urban dominating so far. Even though the last game was close, they had all of the pressure. But Too Easy is not out of this yet. We've seen multiple reverse sweeps here in the Gamer Saloon Champions League. So Too Easy, maybe they can pull a comeback. Good touch from Heroics, and another block from Prime Thunder is going to put Too Easy on the attack. Austin couldn't get it by Fireburner. Now Heroics going to pop that up. Austin getting bumped by Jacob. The physical play from Jacob, something that he is known for. Prime missing that hit, but getting the second one. That was going to mess up Fireburner, but he couldn't get around it to get that shot on net. Prime doing a good job at getting it out of the blue half, but really the attack kind of fizzling out there.
What I do like seeing out of Kings of Urban is they kind of rotate on who becomes the, I don't say the carry per se, but the one that tends to be the MVP. Right now we see Fireburner just kind of going off the rails, doing really well. Last week, it was Jacob. Jacob had some insane shots and some really good plays. And some weeks Sad Jr. just does, I don't know how to describe what Sad Jr. does. Can you, maybe in words? It just kind of doesn't make sense.
Sad is a longtime veteran of the old game, Supersonic Acrobatic Rocket Power Battle Cards. And he is very gifted mechanically and can just do things off of the wall and air rolling that just seems to break the laws of physics. But that's going to be a wide open counterattack as Heroics puts that one in, and Too Easy will take the lead.
Kings of Urban spread out too much. Fireburner and Sad Jr. both in that corner, while Jacob had just gone up for an aerial and was stuck on their back wall trying to retreat. I think Sad Jr. Didn't think that Fireburner was going to go up for that. He wanted to read that into the corner. A little bit of miscommunications, and it left a wide open net for Heroics to just kind of dribble that down the field and take it, and no one was even close to saving that.
Now another pass from Prime, getting shut down by Fireburner, but Heroics there to keep the attack on. Picking up some boost pads, now getting that full boost. Heroics going up against Fire, wins this one out off the backboard to himself. Can he get the angle? Jacob cut that one out. Now Austin missing that one. It's going to leave it open for Fireburner to do something with. That one picking up quite a bit of speed off the corner of his Batmobile.
People really loving the way the Batmobile functions, which we almost see one in every game, whereas prior to that we only saw a few players utilizing it. Oh, Fireburner able to get there just in time as Austin tries to block this. We see a good touch from Sad Jr. Look at that weird thing. I don't even know what he did. He was upside down under the ball, flips it out. Jacob tries to contest it. Austin gets there as well, but Fireburner, noticing he is running out of time, puts it just to the left of the post. And Austin, trying to meet there, wasn't able to get his body in between the ball and the net in time.
Yeah, good defensive effort there by Austin. That was going to be an easy goal for Jacob. But Austin was able to prevent that first shot from Jacob, but not the second one from Fireburner, who comes in again, that third player back, cleaning it up for Kings of Urban, who now tie it up. Less than 2 minutes left to go. Too Easy needs to win this one to stay alive in the series. Kings of Urban, though, looking like they are going to close it out if they continue to play like they have been all series. But Too Easy, they have been fighting to the very end, even though they have been outshot massively. They kept game number 2 very close, and game number 3 here also tied up here with just a minute and a half left to go. So Too Easy clawing to stay alive.
I mean, we have seen some very good counterattack plays from them. They are able to unmount plays.
Oh,
here we
the
go.
dunk!
Prime Thunder!
The dunk from Prime Thunder, you can see how he air rolled his Dominus to just put the front of his car in a spot where Fire could just not get around. It kind of reminds me how Overzero and the RLCS against Cooks and Flipside flipped his Batmobile so the top of his car just blocked any clearance angles and just forced that one into the net. Prime Thunder doing a good job getting between Fireburner and the clear. Now 1 minute left to go. Too Easy in a position to take it here in game number 3, and they need to if they hope to stay alive and force game number 4. Good touch from Prime Thunder, gets it around the defense, and Austin's gonna put that in. Great team play coming out from Too Easy.
Kings of Urban isn't contesting as much right now. We see a lot more open play. Look at that. Like, Prime Thunder actually gets that touch just around Sad Jr. Jacob was cheating up for the touch from Sad, but now we see Too Easy starting to interrupt the Kings of Urban momentum and the kind of flow they have. Once you start stopping those passing plays between the Kings of Urban players, it gets much tougher for them.
Oh, feels bad, man.
No.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Now and again, you see the last player back opting to get boost, and Sad on those face-offs, sometimes the ball just gets killed. And Sad was first to it, and because a player was out getting boost, that net wide open, and now Kings of Urban have plenty of time to get this third goal to tie it up, which would be devastating for Too Easy, who's been playing so well this game. Now Fire gonna touch that up to himself. Austin reads it and puts it into the corner. Sad's gonna put that off the backboard. Heroics gets the touch, still not out of danger yet. Prime's not gonna be able to get the hit here. Fire putting it into the middle, but Heroics is there. Jacob hitting it right into Austin, and this might be an open net. It is, but Austin's gonna put it high. Good touch off the ceiling, and that's gonna be it as soon as the ball touches the ground, but Prime puts it up the wall. It's gonna try to clear it out. Austin flicking it over the defense, and Too Easy stays alive in the series, taking game number 3. Coming down to the wire there at the end, but Too Easy stepping up, getting this win. Prime Thunder played very, very well, setting up that third goal for Austin.
They are definitely making me eat my words as far as the predictions on this goes. I did expect it to be a relatively easy 3-0 sweep. Mostly just because of the way that they've been performing and how Kings of Urban tends to perform. You know, Too Easy has been struggling, and Kings of Urban seems to be on a bit of an up. You know, Kings of Urban has their ups and downs, as almost any team in Rocket League does, and they seem to be a bit on the upper side of their ups. So, you know, I'm a little surprised that they, you know, let some of those goals in. A lot of the goals really do seem to have been defensive mishaps, or people not being where they assumed they would be. But now we see some.
Apparently, Fireburner, he must have like smashed his face on the table. Did
his contacts fall out?
His face.
How is that possible?
I don't.
How is that possible?
I honestly, I don't know. I don't know how that's possible. But somehow, Fireburner knocked the contacts out of his face.
He face palmed very hard during one of those goals, apparently.
Yeah, the face palm. Yeah, maybe he was crying a little bit.
Oh, he sneezed really aggressively.
That could also be it. Man, that really makes me want spicy chicken nuggets from Wendy's.
What does?
I don't know.
Losing contacts?
I just really want spicy.
Someone's contacts getting knocked out
So
makes you want
hungry.
chicken nuggets? I really
so
want to know the
hungry
relation
this
here.
week. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just thought of spicy breaded chicken nuggets and I got excited, but we'll move on here. We've got
Chick-fil-A that I'm having later. Don't worry.
I've never had Chick-fil-A still. I've never had it.
Oh my god.
You guys never took me.
I'll yell at you later.
Okay. We'll get it figured out. We have to go. Yeah, we'll go.
We have to go do our jobs.
Game number 4 here. Too Easy against Kings of Urban. Kings of Urban out shooting Too Easy massively. But even in game number 2 and game number 3. Oh, and look at that shot by Heroics. Too Easy out to a quick start. yet again.
Again, not rotating back to defense. Sad Jr. goes to be Prime Thunder. Fireburner was about to try and follow up the touch, but he wasn't there. And Heroics, finding himself in a position to beat out a Kings of Urban player on defense, just aims it towards net. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from Too Easy. They are playing incredibly well. Their defense is doing very well against Kings of Urban. But, you know, a lot of their goals really have been just Kings of Urban kind of giving up possession in their own half. Too easy. Too easy.
Too easy. Too. But Too Easy has kept their head and kept their cool, staying alive, forcing this game number 4. And we've seen reverse sweeps. And now, here in game number 4, getting that early lead. Sad, trying to make something happen. Just launches it off the corner. That's going to be a shot on net. Austin getting back in time. Now Heroics up to Prime on the wall. Fireburner getting the touch. Jacob putting that out into the middle for Fireburner, who's going to follow that up yet again, going for the block, but Heroics still gets it by him. But now Heroics, yet again, trying to get that ball out into the middle. Jacob getting a long clear, going to follow this up off the wall, trying to read it. Does get that second touch. That's going to be dangerous. Fireburner up is going to put it off the backboard, but Austin's going to get there in time to relieve the pressure. Or Too Easy, but still, Kings of Urban lobbing the ball back into the blue half, trying to make Too Easy make a mistake. Sad up on the wall is going to leave it for Jacob, but Jacob doesn't get the hit, leaving it open for Heroics. A little bit of ping-ponging right now. Both teams fighting for possession. Austin's going to need a good touch here. Doesn't get one. That one's going to pop out for Fireburner, who's going for the controlled dribble. Just putting that one high off the crossbar, but a good heads-up play there by Fireburner, making that opportunity happen.
The Batmobile flicks are just kind of insane. The height that they can get so early on in the flick. Something that I actually have to adjust when trying to read. Oh, no. Jacob redirecting that from the corner impressively, but it getting just saved out. Like I said, Too Easy. Their defense coming up very strong against the powerful Kings of Urban.
And then Sad getting caught on Jacob a little bit right there. So Kings, Kings starting to fizzle out a little bit. Started out strong, but they're struggling here. Sad gonna put that off perfectly for Jacob, and Jacob reads that one. It's going to come up big for Kings of Urban, tying it up.
I'm surprised that Junior actually beat Austin in this touch. He gets there just before Austin, who actually tries to get there faster, but sacrificed the height of his hit, went underneath it. Sad Junior able to beat him out. I don't know if it dunked over Austin. I really couldn't tell if Austin got a clip on that. But either way, perfectly over the net. No one rotated back quick enough, and Jacob quite easily putting that into net.
Jacob, I'd say one of the best players in North America at reading those backboard balls. Rarely misses them. A lot of times he's doing the plays to set up the shot, but when he gets those backboard opportunities, very rarely does he let them escape him. And coming off the wall to deny that clear. Kings of Urban starting to put on the pressure that we saw in the first few games, but a good touch from Prime's going to get it past the defense. And now Austin, that net was wide open, but he went for the pass, and it's going to work out as Heroics puts it in.
Looks like Fireburner did his best. Heroics put that just around Sad Jr. Then Austin slams that into the corner. Fireburner opting, instead of going to net, wanted to try and go for the ball. That's one of those, just those quick decisions you have to try and figure out, like, do I do it or do I not? Looks like Jacob apparently temporarily DC, which could have been the hiccup in rotations on the defensive half of Kings of Urban.
Yes, that net was open. We have to go back to the film for that one to see how that played out. But regardless, Too Easy takes the lead here. Sad with an off the backboard opportunity himself coming up big.
This is just those ruthless, aggressive plays from Kings of Urban. Jacob, Fireburner, Sad Jr. all coming up, all very close, forcing Too Easy to clump up on defense, and eventually, like you said, making them make a mistake, bringing this to a 2-2 game.
Besides the first game, these ones have been very neck and neck, at least on the scoreline. Now, less than a minute left to go. Jacob's going to go up in the air for it. He might have gotten bumped a little bit, but he still gets a touch down to Sad. Sad's going to put this off the backboard. Fire coming in, but Austin breaks that up. Fire was able to steal that boost, but he also stole Sad's boost. So that one's going to put Kings in a little bit of a rough position. Going to have to delay their attack. But Heroic's missing that one. That's going to be an open net for Fireburner, and Fireburner is not going to miss those.
No, he will not, especially with how he's been playing today. Very, very powerful. Although still, the angle he got with the speed, I'm actually kind of concerned. That was the side of his car, and he was still able to put an insane amount of speed on that, and the opposite corner of the net. I don't think anyone from 2EZ would have expected that kind of shot from the place he was taking it from. Oh,
Sad almost got that. He almost got that backflip goal. But now, less than 20 seconds left to go. 2EZ needs to put one in to force overtime. Otherwise, Kings of Urban will take this 3-1. Fire going to put this shot in. Jacob going for the redirect, but Sad gets in the way. Now Heroic's going to try to push this up to his teammates. Sad gets in the middle of that one, and as soon as that ball hits the ground, Jacob launches it over Austin, and that's going to be it. Kings of Urban takes it over 2EZ 3-1, and 2EZ remains winless in the Gamer Saloon Champions League.
I mean, I do have to say they came out much stronger than I expected. Hold on, I need to type this really quick. But in general, I started off saying it was going to be a 3-0 sweep. Probably thought it was going to be pretty easy. But 2EZ, I don't know if it's because Prime Thunder, even though he was kind of uncharacteristically quiet, he tends to be a little of a flashier player, tends to get himself in plays when he can. But I don't know, like they definitely did better than what I had predicted. They were contesting when they needed to. Their defense was somehow dealing with, like, I don't know how they were dealing with what Kings of Urban had to bring to the table. Just for like sometimes 30 seconds on end, they'd be stuck playing defense, and they did a good job with it.
They were able to keep those balls out of net, capitalizing on a few counterattacks, which is so important, especially when you are on the back foot so often. You have to make the most out of the few chances you get, and they certainly did that. And just an onslaught of shots by Kings of Urban. We saw in game number 1, they were putting those in. It was almost a Brazil 6-1 in that first game. The others, just 1-goal games, despite Kings of Urban getting the majority of shots pretty significantly. But 2EZ, props to them for coming out, fighting against Kings of Urban. But again, they fall, moving down to 0-6 on the season. And next up, we have a big game, Momentum versus iBuyPower Cosmic, the PlayStation 4 gods, going against the reigning RLCS champions, iBuyPower Cosmic. These guys have not been playing online as well as they did at LAN, but still sitting at 4-1 on the season. Both these teams on point in the Gamer Saloon Champions League. So we're going to go to a quick break, but on the other end of that, we will have Momentum versus iBuyPower Cosmic. So guys, stay tuned. We'll have that in just a moment.
Welcome to GamerSaloon.com. Challenge other gamers in the most popular skill-based video games for real cash prizes. Play head-to-head matches or in multiplayer tournaments on every major console, PC, and mobile device. Create an account, find your opponents, and go play. Report back and revel in your winnings. Millions of prizes have been awarded since 2006. Get in the action at GamerSaloon.com.
Hope you guys are back, and I hope you are ready. We've got iBuyPower Cosmic versus Momentum. This one's going to be a good one. But before we get into that one, guys, just a reminder, Gamer Saloon is doing a giveaway. You can get a Gamer Saloon t-shirt and some free beef jerky courtesy of Jerky XP. Go check out the Gamer Saloon Twitter, twitter.com/GamerSaloon. You guys can go check that out if you want a soft t-shirt and or beef jerky. You want beef jerky?
Why not?
Yeah, I want it.
Yeah. Why not both?
I mean, you could. That's why I said and or.
And
I said and
No,
or and
yeah,
or.
but just and.
I said and or, man. That means it could be either one. It could be jerky and a t-shirt, or jerky or a t-shirt, depending on your preference. Maybe you're a vegetarian. Maybe you're a nudist. Maybe you don't want both. Why are you trying to trigger me, Carpet?
Because I love you, James. I love you so much.
You're like correcting me.
Your reaction is exactly why. That was
That's
priceless.
bad reinforcement. I need to not play into that. But also, just a reminder at why these guys are even competing in the league. What do these players get? Well, the prize for the league includes their share of a $1,500 cash prize pool, custom cinch controllers, Steel Series keyboard, mouse, and mouse pad, and then the MVP of the entire league, who is chosen by us, me, Carpet, and Gibbs. The MVP will get a Steel Series Siberia 350 headset. So if you're a player and you're watching the stream, I can be bought for very little. So if you want
James,
MVP, just reach out to me on Steam.
Technically, you, me, and Gibbs are now players. And
So we can vote for
Saloon.
We could vote for ourselves.
We should fight to
this
the
is so
death to see
good.
which one of us deserves MVP. Because
Dude,
no one else does when you really think about it. Well, Gibbs
easy
doesn't.
MVP.
So it's between you or me.
Easy MVP. I'm so excited for that. But here, we'll get into it, guys. We'll not make you wait any longer. Momentum versus iBuyPower Cosmic. The first ban for Momentum going to be Neo Tokyo Cosmic banning Wasteland. And again, we have an all-standard series. Game 1 going to be Urban Night. Game 2, Manfield. Game 3, Utopia Dusk. Game 4, Beckwith Midnight. And game number 5 is going to be DFH Stadium. And we're going to go to predictions. And honestly, I'm just going to predict the opposite team that you do. So whoever you pick, I'm going opposite.
I think Momentum's going to take it. I genuinely actually think Momentum's going to take it. I know iBuyPower's been in a, I don't want to call it a slump because they're not doing that poorly, but they have not been, like you said, performing as they had at the RLCS. They're having a little bit more struggle. And Momentum, I mean, every time I cast them, they're just a force to be reckoned with. So I honestly think Momentum is going to it won't be by any means a crazy difference between the goals and or wins, but I think Momentum is going to take it.
Well, then I'm going to go with Cosmic. Because honestly, I feel like this one could go either way. So in order to widen the gap one way or another, we need to start picking different teams. And
That's true.
This is one of those where it is a coin flip. Momentum, a team that was not even around in the first stages of the RLCS or even doing much in any other tournaments. They do consist of players who've been competing for a while, but as of recent, they have been playing out of their minds. And we see the lineup today is going to be a powerhouse lineup, the one we've seen in the past from Momentum. Dapper, JNaps, and Miho. And again, JNaps and Miho going to be playing on PlayStation 4. Dapper, the number 1 player on the 1v1 leaderboard, if you're looking. Well, he was last time I checked. Going to go for the kickoff. But we'll go on board with JNaps from Momentum here in game number 1, the last series of the match. And Miho, what happened, Carpet? I don't know.
I believe Miho got a very tight angle from the side, put that on the target. Kronovi tried to read that, but he accidentally hit the second touch. To be fair, his first touch did not exactly save it from net. It did hit the inside of the net, so it was not bouncing out of safety. But he did then get a second touch. A second touch into net. The touch is a very unfortunate touch. The touch.
Oh, and that one just going across net. Kronovi, though, coming through to get that one.
We see iBuyPower with just a subtle name change. I don't know what they're talking about, James. These guys very good on the subtle radar, but overpowering the defense, just getting too many bodies in the way, and Momentum not able to get any good hits to clear that before Kronovi can take the shot.
So this Pretty interesting. iBuyPower, I guess they will be switching orgs, so we'll change that on the board to question mark. Build up the hype a little bit. Who is iBuyPower? Well, now just Cosmic. Who is Cosmic going to be going with? I heard that Friday we will find out. But
Yeah, they're so subtle. I can tell. How would we know?
in the meantime, they're going to have to get through a tough momentum team as Dapper gets the go-ahead goal for momentum.
JNaps goes for this contest, and then he gets smashed by Lichinio, but he beats him pretty handedly, and neither OpenZero or Kronovi were there in case Lichinio didn't get that touch. Kind of confused as to why. They must have thought each other was going to go back for that, and it was a pretty easy shot for Miho.
So a good start from the PS4 Wonder team. Miho and JNaps trying to work the clear together, but that one's hit by OverZero, denied, and now another pass out into the middle perfectly for Lichinio, but Lichinio puts it off the post, and this could be bad for Cosmic. Dapper couldn't get around it in time, and Cosmic will recover. But a good pass from OverZero, just not able to get finished there by Lichinio. Cosmic still going to trail, but Lichinio going to put this over to OverZero. Kronovi coming in, trying to get that offense going. Lichinio off the bounce, going to get a long clear. That one barely nicking the ceiling. JNaps reads it well. A miss from Miho, but he gets around it. Lichinio getting the block. That one going straight off that curvature, going down. Now Kronovi going to get a long shot opportunity. Doesn't get that much on it. Easily blocked by Miho. But momentum. They've continually shown that they belong in that top 4 spot in North America. And they are a true contender going forward in the North American scene. Look for them to do big things.
I could not agree more. They are a team that, especially as a caster who has seen a lot of fast-paced and top-tier Rocket League come from both lower-end and higher-end teams, they have just been, like, what I'm most impressed with them is their consistency week by week to still show up so strong and to still pull off the same things every week. I haven't really seen any like real slumps from them so far since they've kind of shown up in the scene. They do a very good job. Like, I know some weeks they probably don't perform as well, but I rarely, like you said, they have shown week after week that they truly deserve the position that they're in.
Good demo there from Dapper. Gonna put some pressure on the defense of Cosmic. But yes, momentum. Really though, I think the question for them, and I don't know if they figured it out yet, but they have that 4-man roster. A lot of times you see Timmy playing instead of JNaps. And honestly, I don't know what the better lineup is, so they're gonna have a little bit of stuff to figure out moving forward as to who their starters will be having that 4-man roster.
Although what is cool is every time I have seen one of their players not here, they are always in our chat and making sure to root on their teammates. Oh!
The miss in net, but what a pass setting up Dapper by JNaps.
JNaps was trying to make that touch to potentially go from that. Kronovi, I think, took the angle, assuming it could have been on target. So he tried to more cut off the angle, but didn't realize it was actually going to go on the wall behind him. The chances of that actually squeezing by Kronovi were pretty slim, but it did so indeed, leaving an open net for momentum to take advantage of.
That one a tough spot, like you said. If you're Kronovi, JNaps might be able to put that on target. So what do you play? Do you play the shot or the pass? And he guessed wrong, and JNaps got it right to Dapper, who is not going to miss that one. And a 2-goal lead with just a minute and a half left. Cosmic has not been too threatening on the offensive side so far. They did have a few opportunities. That one pass from OverZero to Lichinio, quite promising, but they just could not finish it. And now that one fortunate. Kronovi was in the air. That was quite fortunate.
Kronovi trying to read that as early as possible and actually did find a way to put his car in the way. Oh, Dapper and Miho both doing their best to try and make a dribbling opportunity before OverZero got back. But they got a little confused together.
Confusion is way more fun in packs. Now Lichinio going to try to work the clear. Getting demoed there by Dapper. Momentum, multiple demos so far this game, playing physically. That one's going to be off the backboard. Lichinio is going to opt to get boost, and Dapper will play the ball. That one just popping right over JNaps. Now a challenge from Kronovi is going to bounce straight up off the ceiling. Another chance off the backboard. Lichinio misread that one. But Kronovi did not. JNap's going to try to put this into the corner, but he misses. Now Overzero going for that slow dribble. 10 seconds remaining, a 2-goal deficit. Doesn't look like Cosmic's going to be able to crawl or climb or claw their way back in this one. And game number 1 is going to go to Momentum.
That was actually a surprising amount of C words you used to describe that. Crawl, climb, or claw.
You really know your alphabet, Carpet.
Maybe even crumple their way into that victory.
Why would they? You're not
so
going to
much.
crumple your way into a victory. That is the
crumple.
saddest.
You just crumple your way into it. You
You're gonna
barely
crumple
made
your way into it.
You
What a
crumple
verb.
your way into it.
Yeah, that's incredible, man.
Thinking of more C words, G-Man. You're the one that started it.
Yeah, but I didn't pick the word crumple as a way to describe fighting back. But Cosmic falling to Momentum. Cosmic did have a few chances there, but Momentum really just playing strong. This one statistically very close. And even chance-wise, very close. But Momentum just capitalizing on theirs, whereas Cosmic was not able to, and Momentum taking this game number 1, but Cosmic keeping it very close.
Yeah, I mean, this is Momentum just kind of coming out a little stronger, getting to the balls a little faster, a little. Their pace is definitely going to be on par with these top teams, which is what most people have a tough time with. Is just keeping up with the pace of these top tier teams, whether it be Kings of Urban or whether it be iBuyPower. And you usually, if you can catch them on a day where you're just you're really into it and they're not exactly reaching it, you have your potentials. But Momentum is a team that can keep up with the pace, and iBuyPower looks like they came into this not fully ready for it. They definitely are losing control of the ball a little more than iBuyPower tends to do so.
Well, it is a 5-game series, plenty of time for Cosmic to bounce back, and Kronovi and Overzero looked like both going for that one, and that's going to be a wide open net. You can see Kronovi just stops, and then 2 demos coming out, and Dapper gets the freebie.
Dapper, again, these are those kind of shots where putting that on target initially actually is one of those. It was kind of a difficult thing. He was very far back, a lot of ground to cover, and he did put his initial touch on target, which luckily didn't put any pressure on him to make sure to catch up to the ball. He had plenty of time if he did have to do so. But, just it's that accuracy from any situation is just what's going to make your team shine. It's that consistency.
And another thing I just want to say is I'm so glad to see Dapper back in the scene. There was a lot of drama, heartache, sadness when Dapper decided to quit Rocket League. A lot of wasted talent, we thought. But, he battled back through adversity and is playing in this series. I think this is his final game, though, as a Rocket League competitor. I do think he did tweet that out. So, Dapper, I'm glad to see you come back and play in this series, but really sad to see you go in general. What a great player, but still, he will be in our hearts and minds.
I was there for that night, and there was a very solemn 55-person Discord chat, just kind of really mourning the loss of a fantastic player.
Yes, it's sad that he's chosen to stop competing. But this series, he has been a star. So hopefully he changes his mind. His momentum is on track to, oh no, an own goal. Never mind.
Oh no, an own goal. Miho trying to read this before Licino actually getting that just around naps with an impressive amount of power. Miho hoping to I guess get it off the wall, but towards the corner. Getting that double jump, he must not have had a lot of boost. Plus it was quite the pace on that ball. And instead he slams it right into his own net. Unfortunate situation, but luckily they had a goal of security. So they are still only tied as opposed to losing right now.
So we'll see if momentum can bounce back from that little mishap. Miho does get a good touch, barely missing out on that second one, but that's going to be a goal for Miho. Getting some help from Overzero.
Excuse me? Miho tries to follow this through, does he even get the touch? He gets just underneath it. And Overzero, I don't really understand why he even bothered contesting from that side. I guess he didn't see his defensive player coming up for it. I suppose had Kronovi been sitting in net, or I believe it was Kronovi who came up for that, I guess it would have been a good back pass. But once Kronovi started coming in a net, it was a bit of a risk for him doing that. He actually, as you said, helped in that goal quite a bit.
Yeah, pinching it right up against the top of Overzero's car. And look at this play from Dapper. Getting it right out to Miho for a team play, and Momentum gets the 3rd goal.
It's kind of similar to what we saw from Kings of Urban. Just a little too much aggression. Lichinio taking it wide, trying to get back as quickly as possible, but Overzero and Kronovi, both on the right-hand side, past the halfway mark, not even in their own half. As that play turns around, no one's able to get back, and it's pretty similar to what we saw Kings of Urban accidentally do a few times in their series.
And that one, good hustle from Dapper, getting that ball out to Miho. And that one, a little bit awkward situation for Miho. He thought Dapper was going to get the touch. Now Kronovi's going to put this off the backboard, going for himself, actually, not even waiting for it to hit. Overzero is going to try to put that back in, but Miho on the wall, getting it into the corner. A bump from Kronovi takes Dapper out of it, but Dapper recovers, putting the shot on net. Overzero just gets enough on it to force it high. And now the counterattack. Lichinio's going to get the goal. The response from Cosmic on the counterattack.
We saw after Kronovi bumped Dapper, he actually pushed him into it, which led for the initial shot. Dapper then trying his best to beat out Lichinio in their counterattack. Overzero got just enough of a touch to push it up to the top post, giving it a pretty hard bounce back out into their half. And they turned around surprisingly quick to try and turn that into a counterattack opportunity.
Cosmic certainly do not want to go down 2-0. We saw them come back from do a reverse sweep, but Dapper is going to pile it on even more here with the 4th goal.
When given room, these guys will put shots on target. Again, both Overzero and Kronovi going for that, leaving Lichinio in net, not giving him a whole lot of time to go for things. Then Kronovi trying to go for the boost instead, noticing that there's really not much he could have done from the angle that he had, but they left an open shot opportunity for Dapper, and he just takes the power shot into the top post, or crossbar, I should say.
Dapper getting the demo on Overzero, but yeah, you're right, the mistake there from Cosmic. He was sending 2 players at the same time. Generally doesn't end well. And now, with 1.5 minutes left, a 2-goal lead here for Momentum, looking to take game number 2. Miho gonna tap it to himself, missed that second hit. Now Kronovi's going to leave that. No, he does turn around to get another hit off the backboard. Lichinio just missing that read. Dangerous ball there. But Momentum still keeps it out.
Notice how Dapper would actually hit that off the sidewall, turned his car around, landed perfectly 4 wheels on the wall so that he could start boosting or driving down towards the ground to get ready for the second touch. The recovery is something that's very subtle in a lot of these top-tier players. People don't really notice whenever they follow through their own ball and get those second touches or get in position quickly. That is a skill in its own. Oh no! That dunk almost giving iBuyPower a goal.
Dapper getting back in time to deny that one. Not the greatest touch from Overzero, and that's going to set up a shot for Miho, but Miho put that wide, scary situation for Overzero, and a double miss. That's going to be wide open, and Kronovi puts it wide. That net was so wide open.
That has to be quite a triggering moment. I know Kronovi has plenty of skill to have made that shot. Dapper now trying his best to leave that in front of net. You'll see some aggression, trying to shut down those quick counterattacks iBuyPower has been trying to amount several times in this game, and it's looking like it's working pretty successfully as Miho and JNaps put that away.
JNaps getting that touch up to Miho. Miho beating both players. You saw 2 Cosmic players again going for that, and Miho still beat them to it, putting it right back down for JNaps, who followed up after passing it into the middle and gets that one. This one all Momentum. Cosmic struggling to get anything going here as Momentum's going to take game number 2 easily.
This is not looking very good for iBuyPower. I can say that.
I mean Cosmic.
I don't know what I just said.
You said
Cosmic.
iBuyPower, and I don't see that anymore.
You're right. For you know what? I'm going to call him iBuyPower. I don't know this
I'll
question
call him
mark
Cosmic.
nonsense. It's
You
question
should
mark
too.
nonsense. All right, I'm a caster, not a mind reader. You're iBuyPower right now.
Why? What do you mean? You don't have to read minds. You just have to read the screen.
No. They entered the league as iBuyPower, and until they tell us otherwise,
But what does mind reading have to do with anything?
everything, James. Just you're crumpling right now.
Are you using that in a term where I'm fighting back towards victory, or are you using it how it really should be used? I'm confused.
You're trying to fight towards victory, but you won't win this one. You're crumpling.
I'm crumpling. Okay. All right. We'll go with that. Just mind reading the text right on the screen here. But Cosmic battling to prevent the sweep. We did see them in this position before, and they did prevail. They did win 3 games back to back to back. So Cosmic now going to have to do that yet again if they hope to stave off defeat here from Momentum. Big playoff implications here as well. If Momentum wins, they clinch a bye. Guaranteed they will get top 2. So if they win this, Momentum will be guaranteed money in the playoffs because they will get that bye. So this one big for Momentum. If Cosmic wins, they'll still have to fight a little bit to get that number 2 spot. But Momentum right now poised to take this one down. Cosmic gonna have to bounce back. We saw Too Easy come back in game number 3 to force game number 4. Can Cosmic do the same?
They have the skills. It's just a matter of if they can have the mentality to do so. We have seen a lot of times where 2 Cosmic players would go for the same ball at the same time, both on defense and offense. So they're all trying to do a little bit too much, and they're not able to kind of beat the speed right now. Momentum, they're feeling the pressure for sure.
Missed touch there from Miho's going to set up the long clear from Cronovi. Lachinio doesn't get that touch. Cronovi was waiting for it in the mid, hoping to get that pass from Lachinio, but it never came. Now a touch from Cronovi. He tapped that by over 0, and it works out as Cronovi sneaks that one under the crossbar.
Deborah thought he had this. He turned around, noticing that Cronovi was going to get a good shot. He actually put him poised in a very good position. He tried to read that, but Cronovi's placement was as far away from Dapper as he possibly could put it across the entire net, making it very difficult for Dapper in the angle he was at. He would have had to find himself a little in the net to be able to scoop that one out.
Yeah, Dapper most likely preparing from the shot from over 0. But Cronovi getting there first, and a good air roll shot. The tap from Miho went just high, but good pressure. Now the counterattack from Cosmic. Miho's going to try to get a long clear here. Goes for the dribble. Very good play. Controlled clear there from Miho. And now Dapper's going to pinch that one off the wall, but Cronovi was waiting for it. Now Lachinio's going to have a chance to put it over perfectly, but Cronovi not in a position to take advantage of that one, but a good pass from Lachinio to keep working that clear and that counterattack. Now that ball's going to drop right out in front of net. Lachinio trying to put it over 0. Slow play in that one, but that one's going to get popped over. Miho gets that clear. Now over 0.
What is happening?
Slow plays. Now ping-ponging back and forth.
Seems the slow plays are messing up both of these teams. A lot of uncharacteristic whiffs. Oh my, almost a pinch from the corner into net.
And then that little jump from over 0, dodging the demo. Cronovi's going to beat JNaps to that one. Miho up. Going to try to push that one off the corner, but it hits the top of the ceiling and bounces straight down. Dapper. Whoa, that one kicking off quite strangely off the wall. And Dapper's going to put a shot in. Cronovi there to get the save. Momentum putting on good pressure. Cosmic just trying to keep their rotation sound. Over 0 is going to get a flick over the defense. And Miho preventing that dangerous bounce off the backboard. Now Dapper gets it by Lachinio. Over 0 is going to try to tap it by Miho. JNaps comes out and helps him out. JNaps getting the touchdown, but he couldn't get a shot on net. Beautiful set by Dapper.
Some interesting, a lot of spaces being left right now from both teams for the opposing players. I think they both have a lot of faith and trust. Cosmic is definitely being a lot more hesitant now, understanding that Momentum can really bring the pressure on. And Momentum, obviously knowing who they're up against every now and then, gives Cosmic the room, assuming they're going to get beat to a ball. But, oh, JNaps tying it up from the side wall.
Lachinio tried to get a big clear. He didn't get a bad hit, but JNaps just came off the wall and blasted it right back on target. JNaps, a natural on the wall. Those ones are difficult to time and to get power on and to get good placement on. JNaps getting all of that and more. and tying it up for Momentum, who's looking to sweep Cosmic.
Oh, Dapper gonna just in time.
Now, Overzero trying to get the touch, missing out. That's going to leave it open for Dapper, but Lachinio gets the contest. Miho getting the double pop up in the air, putting a shot on target.
What?
Wow, Zero getting back in time to put that one out. I thought he had a goal for a moment. But
That angle was absolutely insane. I don't understand how he got it. And the power he had, it looks like he barely got his car there just as he was boosting by. No one from Cosmic was expecting that to be a shot. So Overzero had to rush to net.
Now Overzero going to put that across the net. Miho putting it into the corner. We've got less than a minute left to go. Tie game. Cosmic has to win this one. Otherwise, Momentum gets the win, and they clinch a top 2 spot, guaranteeing a bye in the playoffs and automatic cash finish. So a lot on the line for Momentum. They really want to close this one out. Cosmic fighting to stay alive to keep their top 2 hopes alive. 30 seconds left, all tied up. Can Cosmic eke this one out? Are we going to go to overtime? Dapper with the long clear. Zero and Kronovi both up on the wall. That one's going to be scary. JNF just has to put this on target, and he does. And Momentum take the lead with just 16 seconds left to go.
Momentum keeping up the pressure, but like you said, Overzero and Kronovi both going for that. Overzero committing to a ball that I don't think he was even really that close to, per se. He did want to cross that quickly, but neither him or Kronovi went to net. Instead, they both opted to go off the back wall. Neither able to get a touch on it, and JNaps patiently getting around the ball, making sure he puts it on. This is the consistency I was talking about that Momentum brings to play so well. Oh, not again. Oh,
And panic mode for Cosmic as we have 3 seconds left to go. As soon as that ball touches, that's going to be it. This one's going into the net. Miho gets the 0-second goal, clinching the top 2 spot for Momentum.
Momentum just swept Cosmic.
A
Just
sweep.
completely swept them.
What a finish for Momentum, who continues to prove that they belong at the top of the North American scene. JNaps and Miho, PS4 players, coming in and really bringing the hot sauce to Cosmic.
Bring in the hots. Okay, so I had to save this game replay, and I almost saved it as, instead of game 3, as Hot Sauce 3.
Hot
Thank you
sauce
for that.
3 indeed.
Hot Sauce 3.
But what a performance from Momentum, taking down Cosmic in a sweep commandingly. Those guys are really showing up today on a big stage because they guaranteed themselves a top 2 finish, which again, that means that they get a bye in the first round of the playoffs and will finish in the cash guaranteed. So huge win for Momentum, and not just for the GSCL, but just in general, taking down Cosmic in a sweep. Not many teams can say that they've done that. So congratulations to Dapper, Timmy, even though he wasn't here, JNaps, and Miho, those guys from Momentum playing out of their minds. And now they move to second place in the standings. You can see Exodus sitting at number 1 at 6-0. Momentum at 5-1. And they have the tiebreaker versus Kings of Urban and Cosmic, I believe.
Yes, and it's not. I believe this is not even the first time they've taken down Cosmic in a series, which again, like a team that kind of quote unquote came from nowhere. You know, obviously these are players that have been around. It's not like they just showed up for no reason. But this is a team that, as a group, competitively, they didn't really have a lull. They just showed up and started dominating. And the fact that they just swept Cosmic in relatively promising games. I mean, they were kind of close, but overall Momentum had most of the control of those games. Cosmic definitely looking a little iffy here and there. You saw a lot of double commits in general, but it doesn't take anything away from what Momentum just did. I mean, they had Cosmic on the back foot for a good portion of that series.
Yes, again, an incredible performance from Momentum. Those guys really should be proud, and hopefully Dapper comes back to Rocket League. We saw he came back from the dead. He also quit Rocket League altogether. I don't think he was even planning on playing today. It might not have even been him. But really, Dapper, whoever that was, played very well. And I hope we see the real Dapper come back someday to Rocket League, because that was such a waste of fantastic talent. But as you see here on the day, guys, get Merc'd. We fell 0-3 against a very strong Exodus squad. All those games were incredibly close. And then Vendetta. During the stream, they were playing under the name Lucky Bounce, but we will have that corrected. As you see here, Vendetta, they 3-0'd Genesis. And then we went into the 2 Easy versus Kings of Urban series, where Kings of Urban opened up hot with a 6-1 victory. And then 2 Easy kept it close from there on out, but they still ultimately fell and remain winless on the season. And then we just witnessed Momentum sweeping Cosmic in an exciting display. Very fast-paced games, and they deserve that top 2 spot. And again, here are the standings. Take a screenshot, maybe snap a picture with your phone. Draw it down on a Post-it note, stick it on your forehead so you remember.
That also means that I have now out-predicted you, James.
Yeah, well, way to go, man. Way to go. You should feel very proud of yourself.
Yo, you have to always take me down, you know? You
I'm
can't let me
legitimately
ever have
happy
a
for
victory.
you. I'm so happy for you. Can't you tell? Well done, Carpet.
You know what? Next time I'm gonna sabotage the stream again. I'm just gonna
Just
leave
quit.
mid-match.
Yeah, let me-
Watch your whole life crumble before you. James.
Oh, that's great.
It appears Dapper is still playing Rocket League from what it seems like in chat.
Oh, and get this. Familiar Leaf won the giveaway for the Gamer Saloon t-shirt and the jerky. Familiar Leaf. He interviewed me a while back. Familiar Leaf. He streams all the time as well. So congratulations to Familiar Leaf, the winner of the Gamer Saloon t-shirt and beef jerky courtesy of Jerky XP giveaway. Well done. You deserve it. You earned it.
Familiar Leaf. I want to hear your opinion on that beef jerky, because I don't know, man. It's fantastic stuff.
But
It's like
that's
the
gonna
Cadillac. The Cadillac of beef jerky.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd want to eat a Cadillac, but I get what you're going for. I would say it's like the Gushers of beef jerky. It's like premium.
What? No.
Gushers is a premium fruit snack. It is the most premium of fruit snacks. You cannot argue this with me. Gushers are like the rich kid's lunchbox fruit snack. Everyone else has those cheap gummy bears or the really cheap Dora gummy snacks. But if you were well off, you had Gushers. Because
We're well off. Like you had to be like of the top, like the top 1% to afford Gushers. Like they were like some black market candy. Kids were selling them at the lunch.
dude, the Gushers were
lunch
worth
room.
their weight in gold. I love Gushers. But that's going to be it for the stream, guys. We'll end on that note. Findable Carpet, thank you for joining me. Where can people find you? On Twitch? On YouTube? Where?
All of the above: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. All at just Findable Carpet, no spaces, spelled exactly how it sounds, and as ridiculous as it sounds. Don't ask questions, just go with it. We have Twitter, Twitch. I stream quite a bit. People make fun of me all the time. And then YouTube as well, if you'd like to see some silly stuff.
We have a good time.
We do.
If you guys want to find me, it's just go JamesBot Go on pretty much everything. You can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, everything. But that's going to be it for week number 6 of the Gamer Saloon Champions League. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we hope you come back next Thursday. We start at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We have a good time, and we're getting close to the playoffs, so make sure you guys tune in next week. We'll have the conclusion, and we'll know what the playoff bracket will look like. So see you guys. Carpet, do you want to say goodbye? We'll let you close this one out.
What are you, pity closing me? What
No,
is
I
this?
just want you to have a shot.
I don't want your handouts.
I'm not.
All right. I'll take it. I'll take your kind gesture, James. I love you, James. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, James, for casting with me, having me on board on this amazing, wonderful cast that you and me like to do once a week. And until next week, everyone, good day.
Killed it. quite beautiful.
The ending was too good.